Alright, you guys are going to be cooking with the chef again once today, and we're going to make some pretty awesome foods, because this game has a lot, even more than Breath of the Wild did. Even with a recipe log, we have, well, now we can see 228 different dishes, and well, we have quite a bit of them cooked up, but our goal today is to get everything cooked up, fill up this entire thing, maybe cook some bonuses of stuff we already did, because, you know, there's a lot of, like, roasted stuff and whatnot, but really, what I want to do, and will be most interesting, are the actual foods. There is, well, 146 of them, if you count the Fairy Tonic 147, because we can compare that to Breath of the Wild's 117, which means that there's like 30 new dishes in this game. So, let's just start by cooking one up just to get us all warmed up, because we are in Hateno, the land of cheese. It's basically this game's Wisconsin. And also sun pumpkins. They have a lot of unique stuff. But if I can find the cheese, the biggest problem of what is to come. Oh, hold that with rice and spice. Rice and spice is the base for all curries. We're just doing a little warm up, you know, cook. Watch us dance around. Cheese curry, there we go. Already a new one. Because we have a lot of these to do today, but we will max this out. But yeah, curry with plenty of Hateno cheese, which balances the spiciness and urges seconds. We'll make many other cheese things. But yeah, welcome everyone. Hopefully you're having a great Wednesday. I just want to get started out with that because there's going to be a lot of cooking, a lot of good tasty foods, and I like foods, so this is definitely up my alley. Let's see, where does that put us in the recipe look? Because we have, well, we did those curries. There's a lot more curries actually in the game. We've got 72, 73, but some stuff's kind of out of order. We'll figure it out because most of these are Breath of the Wild repeats. There's only 30 new ones, and that was one of the 30. So, and that's just talking about the actual dishes. The roasted stuff, there's a couple more because like golden apples, sun pumpkins. So yeah, we will do that. Welcome everyone, nice to see you. Chef Croton is back for more. Yes. Had to get the hat, of course, because it's a priority of sorts. But there we go. This armor just looks cool. It's semi-white, like a chef uniform. If I want to make a chef hat, it would be, I mean, that's white, but it's not fitting, you know? This dyed white, who knows? There's not a lot of good substitutes, but we make do. It's like a chef crown, I guess. And no, I'm not hiding anything under the hat. I apologize. Let's start with some curries, because we just have some. We've been getting a lot of materials throughout this playthrough. And yeah, all the information can be found in the description. So if we do a rice and a spice, well, a good chef knows how to manage his selection of foods. And good thing about being in a town is, well, being able to sell your stuff. Or even eat it, you know? We'll just eat all the roasted stuff. Yeah, you know, just the stuff that's in the way. Perfect. And do I need all this? Not really. So it's just kind of whatever works. Yeah, sneaky veggie porridge. That's a new one too. Not that I need that, but just make some room for other stuff. Okay. But we'll sell after we make a bunch, and we're only gonna keep the best of stuff. So yes, back to the subject of our, well, this. We got spice and rice. And rice and spice is the base for all curries in the game. Just like we made the cheesy one. Like this little hum. Yeah, that's just curry rice. And, well, a couple more too. If there's rice and spice. It'll go really good with meats. So if I put a base grade meat. Skip that. It's a meat curry. And ready as it stands. Curry rice, meat curry. Well, there's a lot actually. Between the first one, which is 64, and this one, which is 73. But fortunately, I made a list for all the different types, just like I did with Breath Breath of the Wild. This is the Tears of the Kingdom food list. It's everything categorized, all 147, which is everything counting the fairy tonic. I'm not sure why I did it like that, but oh well. We have our cakes, our crepes, pies, but everything has a certain category. I'll go through these more closely in a bit. There's a few new categories for this game, but if I go search curry, yeah, all curries are rice and spice based. And the thing about curries, there is a lot of variations for the meat and poultry ones specifically. So yeah, for the base meat, prime, gourmet, then the poultries. And then we have stuff for like, well, obviously we did the cheesy one, the seafood. So seafood, cheesy. There's still a vegetable one. There's also this curry pilaf, but I don't know if that's categorized the same, because sometimes they throw some extra ones far in the list because it's not nice. But let's start with that vegetable curry. So a vegetable curry is, well, any vegetable, which is any of the pumpkins or carrots. So if we go a rice and a spice and something nice, let's see. Yeah, for this game now you have a few more options. You have, well, it used to be just pumpkins, swift carrots, or Endura carrots. Now it's a sun pumpkin too. So if you want to make a nice curry that heals for, well, the gloom stuff, again, the quantity doesn't matter. It's more so cooking for effect. Yep, sunny vegetable curry. So yeah, again, you can put more of an ingredient to stretch out its effect, which is what I like doing. Yeah, but that's a nice one. Let's see, where is that in the list? Oh yeah, this is checking our sun pumpkin foods specifically. Wait, no, I don't, wait a second. Oh yeah, if you pull up a material, that's how you see the recipes you can make with it that you have made. But in the food log, it's this. Gotcha. So let's check that out. Vegetable curry, okay. So now we got all the meat stuff. Yeah, only 2 vegetables. Also, yeah, we should get the soup ladle. Sorry, it's like, oh boy, there's a billion things here. But the problem is, I have all pristine weapons in my inventory. We just did that last stream, and I would hate to throw something out just for that, you know? But do we need the fire rod? Yes. You know what? No, we're okay. There we go. Soup ladle. We are more than set. Is this better? That's basically cooking gear, so. Yeah. Does it do cool damage? Sure. Destruction. Ditch the long throw. I love the long throw. They're awesome mining weapons, so that's why I keep them. All right, there is pot lid too. You know, I could have put pot lid on it, but that's more of like a charm. Well, yeah. This is like basically the upgraded pot lid. Parry does like a sideways parry for the weapon now. It's kind of cool. Anyway, I got a bit to go through, but all fun stuff. And yeah, hope everyone's doing well. I literally just made this recipe thing before the stream. Like, I did everything, so I had to delay the stream because I'm like, oh, there's more. Keep going. Yes. Ladles aren't decayed, but everything's pristine here. Okay. We do a rice, we do a spice, and we do the next tier, which is prime meat. I've had that in the way, but as you can see, all good stuff. Prime meat curry. And then don't get lost. Challenge. Yeah, this is one of the most like tedious ones to do all of them for, because there's, I think it's the only one that has grades for both, or there might be another one, but this one, the gourmet meats. There we go. Extra savory. And rice and a spice, and then we need the bird parts. Poultry curry. I'll skip these because it's more like, you know, nothing too much I can do with the effect. Fair. Well, before we do those last couple, let's go sell some stuff, because we're only going to be able to hold 60. I'm basically going to sell everything that's not good, though, so by the end, our inventory will be all really nice-looking foods. The game doesn't allow you to make purple pizza. Scam. With the monster foods, I know. I would love to make a monster pizza, but he didn't add any monsters parts, so... So yes, a nice farmer's market. It's just so satisfying. Big cheese. Actually, I'll buy some milk, because I'll probably need it. Not like I can grow that. Okay. You know what? I am here to sell. I'm just gonna sell some of these. Yeah, like... They're just gonna take up room. We want all really nice stuff. Well, it does stack, but it's fine. And money for later endeavors. Okay. So, what I really don't need is, like, stealth stuff, because I don't use it. I just like having the armor if I need stealth. Yeah, any of the stuff that we found before will count towards the cooking log, even if we didn't cook it, so... Yeah. Goodbye, porridge. I know you're a new one. And this is technically pretty good for the buff, but... Again, we need the variety, just fancy cuisine. It's more important. Oh, the Noble Pursuits. I think we drank ours, but we can make another one. Because those are fun. Okay. One of those could be nice just for the effect, but... We'll just sell that stuff. Okay, when you're in a late game, it's like, you can be really selective. Like, we'll keep that. That's no. Especially if it's like the basic, like, fruit and mushroom mix, sauteed, just like skewers. Fried bananas are kind of funny, but, well, I'm cutting down on things, especially these rice balls from the construction person. Like, they always give you rice balls, but I don't always need rice balls. Again, much better food will be filling these spots. Even if it has a decent buff, I'm just like, goodbye. Risotto. Basically anything like that, I'm just like, that's a new one, tomato stew. For tomato stews, well, let me see our list, because for, yeah, there's no new category of soups, because soups usually have a base of milk, and it'll be milk and a lot of other different things. And stews have a more complicated base. It's usually milk, wheat, and butter. But tomatoes are different, because for a tomato soup, it's like, tomatoes is a big component, so it's its own category. Fruity tomato stew is tomato, salt, milk, tomato, mushroom, tomato, seafood. So those are 3 different types. So those are kind of fun foods. I'd see exactly which ones I didn't do just to be sure. But if we double cook stuff, that's fine, because they're all fun recipes. Okay, that should be good for a little bit, though. I guess we'll sell 1 cheesecake, because it's okay. Yeah. And when we cook new stuff, too, we can then really add other ingredients, too, to milk out its effectiveness. So yeah, let's do that. Last few curries cook. The good thing about a cooking station is that it's very hidden from the rain. Bad thing is if you go to the shop, the fire goes out anyways, because we were more than 10 feet. How nice. Hot. We could do a bit of morning cooking. Be nice in the glistening morning sun. Could have been a cheeseburger with raw meat, wheat, Hylian tomato, and cheese. That could have been fun, honestly. But you know, it's funny. The reason why it's not that is because that's the recipe for pizza already, minus the meat. So again, they had to think of stuff like that, because if I put a wheat and a cheese, I think it's just wheat, cheese, and tomato, that is pizza already. So they had to be selective about some things. But sometimes something can change just by adding like salt to it. Like a lot of rice balls are just rice based, but rice bowls are rice and salt based. It's funny. There's a lot of complexities, but I have this list down below. It's in the resources area. Which, speaking of it, yes, the curries, we have the last two poultry types, and the curry pilaf, which is butter, rice, and spice. So we'll do that. And then I have a really interesting one next that I didn't know about till recently. So if we do a wheat and we do a blanking mind spice, actually not wheat. There we go. Rice, spice, and do the next tier. The thigh. Prime poultry. And the king of it. This one. Almost out of Goron spice though. But I don't think we need much more. But yeah. I will read the little log things soon too, because they are pretty fun. Yeah. Once served in Hyrule Castle, the poultry used in this dish is of immensely high quality. So you got the little garnish on there that we didn't add. The cooking pot did it. That's fine. Taking off the heat while you add the spices. But yeah, that is all. Well, the curry's in the list, but technically there is one more. It just sometimes when they're slightly different, they'll put them somewhere else. So in this case, it was, well, it was the curry pilaf. Is it pilaf? I'm not familiar with all the foods, but that'll just be a rice and a spice and a butter. Whistle songs. There we go. Okay. Giving it a rich, spicy aroma. Good. Yeah, so if we look at this one, it'll be like... Yeah. There's other curry stuff, but it's completely separate from it. Rather, it's kind of by the other pilafs. So could it be either? I don't know. But then in here, it's separated by... Seafood pala. Okay, all the stuff I can't pronounce. That's why it's in its own section. Okay. There's also crunchy fried rice, which is cool because, well, it uses the oil. A couple things use oil, actually. So it's going to be the egg, oil, wheat, meat. But the seafood fried rice, which is the only other one, it does not have the egg. It's just rice, salt, and fish. So sometimes when they're in a category, like, they're both fried rice, but the recipes are very different. So on my sheet, I didn't put those, like, I didn't categorize those together explicitly in like a fried rice category, because the only similar thing is rice, which that's true for a lot of different things. There is omelets, but again, this omelet's very separate from everything else because it's a little different, but if I were to go somewhere, I can see my omelets. There we go. So normal omelet, mushroom omelet. Off the top of my head, there's a couple different omelets. So, oops. If I go look at our recipes. Yes. So an omelet by itself is just an egg. There is if you put just egg and mushroom, it's not a mushroom omelet. It needs the other stuff. So let's go try to make those omelets. I'm going to pull that up. Omele. How do you spell omelets? There's like two different spellings, but the game uses this one. I think the other one's more French. I'm not too sure. Okay. So the vegetable one just requires egg, plants, butter, salt. Plants refer to a lot of different things. So egg, butter, salt. Egg, butter, and salt. All fun stuff. And it says vegetable, but sometimes the wording's weird. And you can't add just like any plant. But I don't know, could we make a really speedy omelet? Or it doesn't have to be speedy. It could be, well, gloom resistance. It can be defense. It can be speed. Enduring omelet. For this, you would only need one. Stealthy. Yeah, you can't do a lot because there's only 2 extra slots. So I think we're going to go just one. You never really need more than that. Ooh, critical too. Enduring vegetable omelets. Yeah, there we go. And the overfill's nice. Nice glob of ketchup on the omelet too. As 5 people in the world like. Yes. Fluffy eggs, chopped vegetables for nutritional balance. Yeah, it's a cooking stream and a language learning stream because I can't pronounce everything. But it is fine. I'll say welcome everyone. Yeah, we're really just getting started here. Doing more of the omelets. I'll finish omelets and curries first, and then we'll kind of move away from that. Because, yeah. Poultry curry, prime, that. I need to make sure we did that final curry. So I'm kind of bouncing between curries and omelets. So we'll go back here and yeah, just control F. Oh, yeah, there is monster stuff, which we'll get to in a bit. Okay, so curries are done besides the monster stuff, so that's fine. Back to omelets. In this one, we have omelet, mushroom, vegetable, crab omelet with rice. We have that, and well, the last one's a cheesy omelet, so it's gonna be just yeah, egg, cheese, mushroom or plant, and salt. And yeah, it does require those extra things. Sometimes it's like odd, like some of them require like butter or something. It's very specific. So that's why a lot of stuff is easily missable. But egg, cheese, salt, and then we'll figure out the rest. So egg, cheese, salt, and yeah, this can be any sort of mushroom or plant. So it's like one of those things where you can go a lot of different ways. Only thing is things that require like a good buff, you need usually a lot of materials for, which makes it hard to do too much for an extravagant effect. But if I were to do something, a cheesy omelet, what's my association? Bright. You know, stuff to survive the cold, maybe. Yeah, I think that's still gonna be a level 1, but that's fine. Has some nice effect. There we go. Spicy cheesy omelets. And it has nice cold resistance if we're, I don't know, rocking other stuff. We still have a lot of cold areas to explore, so. But yeah. Potato cheese pulled over a tasty omelet. How many bread types are there in the game? It's only the 2. So it's our normal wheat bread, which we currently have eaten. And then melty cheesy. Which this one's funny. I don't even think it requires the salt. Like normal bread is, well, it's hard because I sometimes add stuff, but it's normally just wheat and salt. But cheesy bread is just cheese and wheat. It doesn't require salt. So sometimes these simplify them. Not bad. At least getting a bit of variety. Stuff that looks awesome. It'll be awesome for us. Alright. Get rid of all the rice balls, because it's pretty common to easily get filled up on those. Let's see. 134. Not bad. Okay. What was I gonna say? Yeah. I think I know what we can do next, but first I will maybe sell some stuff and then change our location. Just so we're not doing it in the same place, we kind of bounce around. Also, out of pure curiosity, I wonder if we can make a better chef hat. Because that is very important, clearly. Tie these clothes. It's not going to work, but we'll see. And then we'll dip out of here, because if we cook somewhere else and we need to buy like some more milk later, then the shop will restock and we can. So it's kind of a funny outfit. I don't know, I just went for it. We feel more like a like a proper carrier pigeon, you know? Like, instead of having the goggles for the flight suit, it's like the white suit. I don't know. It is kind of its own thing. Like, it actually flows well like it could be at. gonna use my diamonds for this. Yeah, that's fine. Oops. You know, just temporary. I don't know. Because we're just goofing. It'll be cheap, right? Sure. Yeah, why not? Just for a little silly. Bye-bye. Looks like an aviator's outfit. Yeah, it does give that vibe. Listening the parts that are dyed white. Not really a chef's hat, but I don't know. We're just gonna kind of goof around, so I'm okay with that. Does that cut the grass? No. That's fine. It's unique. But what's a good cooking location? There's gotta be a lot of stuff in the sky. I think there's good cooking locations like at the tops of these. I don't know. Just for the fun. But I have a few things in mind because, again, this game has 30 unique dishes. So, like, not including, like, the new roasted stuff because it's, like, roasted golden apple or roasted sun pumpkin. But, like, in terms of, like, new foods, there's 30 of them. Me trying to cut grass with a spoon. Cooking stream 2023. Well, we're trying to test out all possibilities. You know, a chef only learns by experimenting, and that is what we must do best. Also, stand bulbs. There's only a couple different things you can cook with them. Oh, fairies. I totally knew that was there. I'm gonna get the next one. Keeping our deaths low is nice. Although not much danger right now. We're kind of thriving, so. And get you, fairy. Get You know, was rolling. Okay. I think we already made fairy tonic, but I mean, I'm just not gonna not pick up fairies. Cooking pot? No. Make our own because we have a billion? Sure. A little bit of sky cooking. The skies has no bounds. In the cloud, sure. Perfect. Yeah, just a little cooking station. We have a perfect view for clear-mindedness. But okay. I really wanted to do this one because, well, it's very simple. Involves 2 new ingredients, but I never done it. I didn't even think of it, honestly. Involves the cheese and, where are you, tomatoes? Probably passed them a couple times, but yeah, tomatoes. Okay. And I didn't actually know that they would put this in the game, but guess if they can do pizza, they can do anything. Critical. It is, well, they call it cheesy tomato, but it's really caprese. I don't know why they just went for the basic name here, considering that they use the more proper ones, but, yeah, caprese, simple dish of Highland tomato, topped with delicious Hateno cheese. It is a nice snack, and it's like the little hors d'oeuvres of it. Yeah, they'll get really fancy with the names, like they'll use like munias or something, but those just cheesy tomato. I don't know why. So creative with the names, I know. But that is a new, unique one. What else is there? Stuff that involves tomatoes specifically. There was those tomato soups that we did, or rather that we looked at. Which ones did we do out of those? I don't remember. There is, I think, 2 stews and a soup, but I kind of count it as its own category, so let's see. Do we have stuff with the tomatoes? It would probably... Okay, tomato seafoods. Oh, we do. Okay. Fruity tomato stew, tomato mushroom stew, tomato seafood. I can almost guarantee that I got handed all these by NPCs. But yeah, it's its own category of things. Simmered fruit. I think the next would be copious simmered fruit, wouldn't it? Because simmered fruit is just a fruit by itself. But I believe the next one's copious in this list, if it's how I'm thinking it is. So copious simmered fruits, or any of the copious foods, are just 4 different ones, like together. So I would need 4 different fruits. Any 4 ones. I wonder if that counts with golden apples now. So golden apple, apple. Banana? I'm trying to think, maybe. Banana, banana, wildberry? It's 4 different fruits. I think golden apple's critical. There we go. Okay, so copious simmered fruit. It's at least 4 different of the same. But I believe golden apple's critical. So it is a good substitute for, you know, anything that needs fruit. Various fruits in a simmer dish exist in perfect harmony. Fruit salad. So that should be the next one. I just love seeing all this food. Just so tasty. We'll have to think of all what's kind of filling in the gaps, but we will. Veggie cream soup. Looks like we're missing a soup. So tomato, seafood, cream, vegetable, veggie. I hate this one. Cream, vegetable, veggie cream. What's the difference? It's cream, vegetable, veggie cream. Yeah. They planned that out perfectly. Cream, meat soup, seafood. Well, I guess we'll look at our soups. So for soups, we got soup. All good. Creamy heart soup. I didn't get that one, did I? Because we have cream of mushroom. 1 second. Something just might be all over the place too. Is it just cream of mushroom? Yeah, for here it might be cream of mushroom, but that means we also have another one we can do. Maybe a couple. Okay. Let's do those couple then. So. Cream of vegetable. Again, it's more so like a... Let me get the recipe right, at least. Alright, cream of mushroom. So, I believe for the cream of mushroom, yes, it would be... well, all soups are milk-based. That's about the only consistent base for soups. Besides tomato, which is its own category. You know what? According to the guidebook, it would be salt, milk. Salt, milk, wait. 1 second, because I messed up. The mushroom one. 1 second. Okay. Firefox, because salt, milk, mushroom, and plant. Okay, so you just need to mix a plant with it. Why? Because that's just how it works. Sorry, I got my footing wrong because I'm like, wait, you need to put a plant? Yeah. So for some reason, I think it's the same as the vegetable ones, but you need to add just a mushroom to it. So it still has to have the vegetable. It's okay, we're working it out. Milk, salt, plant, and mushroom. We could stack an effect, couldn't we? Yeah, let's maybe try that. So if we're looking at our mushrooms, I'm gonna try to make stuff that'll actually be pretty good too. I don't really use defense. We won't get a strong enough buff if we do attack stuff for level 3. Same goes for a lot, unfortunately, but it's okay. There's no glowing plant. I'm trying to think of stuff that'll actually stack. Oh. You know, rushroom, and do we have fleet lotus seeds? I'm not too sure if these are plants. Well, I guess we'll find out now. It seems to kind of be in the fruit category, but then again, tomato's not always considered a fruit for everything. Screw it. I'm just going to see what this makes. It made something that we needed, apparently. Salt grilled mushrooms. Okay. So not a total loss. I'm still gonna make that though, don't worry. Perfect. Side on watches. I have to really just get everything cooking. Sorry. I got this many recipes in my head. It's like, you gotta manage it carefully. So there is that. There is the salt, the mushroom, and the plant. So fleet lotus seeds, yeah, I never really tried cooking with those besides just those for the effect. Again, things like shock resistance aren't very good. I think just heat resistance could be fine because it only goes to level 2 anyways, so it's a lot easier to use it. So maybe we'll do that. We'll do mushroom, and like a saflina, maybe? Yeah. Heat resistance, cold resistance. Okay. So, assuming we follow the recipe correctly. You can use lotus seeds in fruitcake? Okay. Nice! Spicy cream mushroom soup. Make it spicy, because, like, a level 1 cold resistance is actually fine, because I usually use those types of armors anyways, so it works. Yeah. Just low level, but nice. So we did the cream of mushroom. We were at 138 too, so already climbed a lot. But in terms of soups, there still is more, just they're kind of bunched away from everything. So if I look at my list, there is the creamy heart soup, which is actually one of my favorites. The veggie porridge we got from some NPC a while ago. But yeah, creamy heart soup is very unique. It's milk and then radish and then the 2 desert fruits. Those ones specifically, not a lot of things use like a specific ingredient. Almost everything has at least like one specific use though. This applies to all of them. So if we put in that, desert fruits, which these naturally all have their own like effect. I'm not sure if it'll cancel it with the hearts though. I think it'll still be a hearty at least. But yeah, otherwise that would be electric. That would be cooling. So we have all that, and then we just do milk. Milk, and was there salt in there? There was not. Good to know I pack my stuff. Cooking pot, where are you? I messed up. It's down there. Okay, fine. Well, I'm not gonna drop it, and then that's too much work. What? Switching armors takes it away? Since when? I'm gonna try something stupid though. Put all that together. We got that, and our milk. I just want to see if this works. Great Tree is there, which means cooking pot. Whee! If this works, it's gonna be awesome. I just need to use the cooking pot here. Nothing fancy. No! We almost made it to the safe area. Not me acting flabbergasted when the game doesn't allow me to be chaotic. I know, like what gives? Wait, how close were we? I was gonna use the cooking pot there and try to be silly about it, but nope, being silly is not okay. How could we think to be silly? You know what, fine. We are gonna cook off the cliff. And if this doesn't work, then we'll be normal. Man, I just want a chance to not be normal. Milk. All right, go for it. Find your home. Why do I bother? Okay, fine, we'll just put down a thing. Because at first I'm like, oh, I have it in my hands. How about I just jump down and then use a cooking pot? But because that didn't work, I'm going to keep committing to that strategy. And now we're not. Okay. So plan failed. Let's cook one thing up here, then go to Korok Forest to cook. Because, wow, that did not work. So awesome. I can't predict. Okay, wasted just a couple, but we have plenty. Because we have all that. Just one of each. What a chance to not be normal. But it's okay, creamy heart soup. Yeah, well the problem was, I kind of forgot, but it does cancel all the effects because you have multiple going. So it's not even hearty, despite the hearts in the food. But okay, it's still a new one, and that is, I think, our last soup. What was the other thing? Okay. Yes. What else is here? The crab omelets. Well, that's kind of a special case. But there is meat and rice bowl, which I believe... Is there 6 of these? I think there is, but I just want to make sure. Meat. Let's type in bowl. Okay, gotcha. So this one's just rice and salt based, but there is 3 new ones. So we did the basic one. So it was just rice and salt. Yep, and I'm covering some stuff, but... and then we just need a meat grade, a higher one. After we find the cooking pot. We're being out of order. Also, can we not jump through? I thought we only just couldn't before, but... Well, there we go. Okay. We could just warp. Give me one more go. Maybe we'll land in the center of the tree. That's probably why they put this island so far, so you can't just dive in. But I know if you try doing this when Korok Force is like shrouded, you're not gonna have a good time. It does not work, but I assumed outside of the main event it will work. This should be fine. Oh, so they just don't let you do it at all. Even if you took away the... Interesting. I thought we would have been moving fast enough. Okay, well, sorry about that, but next objective, I guess, here. Okay, well, we'll do those next couple. 3 of them are new out of the series. Because, again, there's only 30 new foods, because really this game only has a few new cooking materials that are unique. Tomatoes are a big one. Cheese is a big one. Oil has a few, too. Is it really just those 3, kind of? I'm definitely missing. Forgetting one. Sometimes just new combinations, though. Like the Noble Pursuit, for example. That's all ingredients that existed in the last game. But in the last game, Noble Pursuits were, well, alcoholic. So they changed that, so now I can make them in this game. Yay, ratings. Okay, anyways, this is something better. So, rice. Rice, salt, and a meat makes a meat bowl. Prime meat and rice bowl. Meat, well, not that one. We want to make a gourmet one now. So that, we do it with a rice and a salt. You're just increasing the quantity of the meat. Meat mountain. Only the most carefully selected cuts of high quality meats. Okay. And, well, for the next 3, it's a little different. So again, rice, that's like I think that's the most used ingredient across everything. I can't confirm, but I believe so. And especially now, because there's even more. So keep going with the same base. We'll do rice, salt, basic. But this time, we can add a nice topping. What goes good with meats and carbs? Cheese. This is like the trinity. Meat, rice, cheese. Can we wait? Cheesy meatball. There we go. It's just delectable. They even put greens in there. They threw them in. So, for the flourish. Cheese, salt, rice, and prime. I can even put a second one in just to be like, why not? Ooh, critical too. Prime cheesy meatball, just stacking up those layers of cheese and meat. Yes. Loaded with high quality meat and cheese. A satisfying meal for any big eater. Yes. The glutton foods are really hungry stuff. But yeah, lastly, we'll do that with cheese and rice. So salt and rice. Koroks dancing there for it. Gourmet cheesy meatball. That's just like, yeah. It's party food for yourself. Yeah. Can it satisfy the ultimate gourmand? I'm not sure what a gourmand is. Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, I'll probably satisfy him. Oh. With that, yeah, we just made all of the meat and rice bowls. I just love looking at that. Just, it's basically that, but hella flourished. I like these a lot. All new stuff. So yeah, we just made all that stuff. Just, yeah. It's like a goblet of meat. It looks like a bowl of ice cream, but savory. Yeah, it's like a savory scoop. Okay. Let's see, porridge, wheat bread, multi-cheesy bread. And in between tomato pizza and cheesy tomato, there's a couple spots, honestly. I think it's stuff that involves tomatoes. Well, I can use the Ultimate Guidebook, and I got this in the mail about a week ago. I just opened it the other night, though. It is the official, well, Tears of the Kingdom guidebook, which is actually a lot more detailed and accurate than the Breath of the Wild one. This one actually goes into like a lot more like stats of things. It's really cool. It seems to be pretty accurate. Yeah, it seems like after, well, the whole Breath of the Wild cycle, it's like, oh, people like stats and stuff, so we're going to put more in that in there. So that's a lot more common knowledge now. So less research for me for Stats of the Kingdom. So yay. But yeah, just like the last one, it came with the full recipe log, and it is way too small to see. But that is how I made the updated list for our current one. But for mine, I categorized it by stuff. This just shows everything and then the ingredients, but it goes in order of the log you see here. But yeah, I can't really put it close. You won't be able to see it well. It's going to be blurry. But it looks like, okay, it's actually 2 repeated things and a new thing. Just kind of in an odd place. So 108 and 109. Let's start with those. And that's actually going to be, well, let's look them up. It'll be a pie of sorts. So P-I-E. Yes, it'll be our savory pies. So they put them all the way over here. So I can check to see if we did these or got them at some point. I don't think so, all of them. But pies have a wheat and butter base, but if it's a sweet pie, it's a sugar base, and savory pies have salt. So that final part of the base depends if it's a sweet pie or a savory one. And a meat pie and fish pie, they're savory, so it'll have wheat, butter, salt, one with meat, one with fish. So, yes. So wheat, butter, salt, wheat, butter, infinite salt, a fish one, so we can go... Maybe just a one-off, we'll do a party. There we go. This, I don't know, it just looks like a... It's fish shape. I like when things are shaped like silly shapes with a face. Yeah, that's about it. And then the next one is wheat, butter, salt. Sorry, having to remember everything's kind of like, okay, I'm going with that. And then we just make a meat one. I'll make it for sell value. There we go. Meat pie. Yeah, this one, it doesn't have a shape, but it's like a nice little hot pocket or something. Yes. Need an extra napkin to deal with this juicy pie of perfectly baked minced meat. Okay. Hey, Orca, thank you so much for the 6. If you cook 3 pieces of cheese together, will you get the cheesy Triforce? I don't actually know what cheese by itself does, if it does anything. Because I don't think that was in the recipe book. Would it technically be a cheesy Triforce? Yes. Will the game consider it as such? I don't know. Oh. It's just hidden. That's a cheesy Triforce, but they blurred it out because it would be too divine. So there you go. Hidden cheesy Triforce. Yeah, I guess you can't just have cheese by itself. No mozzarella stick. Or cheese curd. But okay. Mmm, tasty. I'm powerful now. Yeah, like, rice and wheat can't be cooked on its own. It just made sense, though, because rice and wheat... Oh, yeah, I guess there is a heart value, but not by its own. So, fine. It's a complementing ingredient. The last thing... Oh, this is also a new one. It's a really weird one, though. It's still a cheese-based one, but... We'll get that, and... I don't know, it's not... It's considered a miscellaneous. It's just cheese and then any type of, well, fish? Bit odd, but it literally makes cheesy baked fish. Now, I don't know about you, but thinking about that meal logically, it doesn't seem to be the most appetizing. Like, I don't know if I would eat a fish on a skewer with 2 blocks of cheese on each end. That's got to be the most random one. Fresh seafood delightfully accented with a generous serving of Hateno cheese. It is pretty generous, 2 whole slices. I only put 1. So thinking amethyst for the 2. Cheese is good. I fully agree. Well, we have the cheesy omelet, so the omelets are done. There was one else somewhere else too. For this, we have the honeyed. Wait. No. I don't know. Hot buttered apple. I think there's honeyed fruits. Yeah, I think it's just honeyed fruit, so it can't be an apple. So it would be honey, which we got plenty. I did use a couple for combat. Trying to make a bee army that failed, but honey, and I think just any other fruit. Nothing with effect though, because this is already has an effect, so it's going to cancel out. Or I guess we can make it a bigger effect if it's stamina. But is there a stamina fruit? I don't think so. No. Okay, so sad. Yeah, just mushrooms. Maybe. Yeah, can't be apple. Wait, what if we did like that? It has apples in it, but it has something else too. Damn it. All wasted. 1 second. I'm in a train of thought here. Here, take the 1 and then we'll... Oops. Didn't mean to spark a convo. Yeah, just like these basic ones I'll sell. Like, if it's like the repetitive ones, like just different cuts, I'll sell the cheaper ones. Okay. Do the rest later. I'll try to make honeyed fruits. There's honeyed apple, but I think if you do... Yeah, as long as 1 other fruit's in there, I'll make it. Do I need the critical? No. Like, not at all. But also fine, because if you're using fruits without buffs, then it'll draw out the buff from the honey, I believe. Critical. Okay, it's still honeyed apple, never mind. But a pretty good honeyed apple. Here. Sell 1 more. I want to sell. Again, that's just not a very flattering one, so. Curry rice. That's... Well, I like the meat curry look better, but that is like a white plate. That's such a dumb way to compare it. They're both going. Okay, bye-bye to you both. Keeping the roasted porgies, though, because that's really good for replaying that Lurelin minigame. I like that one. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, so it can't have an apple in it. I think the apples automatically turn to the honeyed apple. What if we just did a wild berry and we did a bee honey? There we go. Energizing honeyed fruits, which I have to say I like that picture better. that looks just really nice. And yeah, if you do want more of the energizing effect, you can just add more beehives. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then, oops, not that one. That'll cancel the effect. Effect the all. Well, I think wild berries and palm fruits are the only ones that won't, because they're neutral. Tomatoes, I don't know. That's the thing. Because I think is tomato a fruit or a vegetable? It's technically both. But there's certain recipes in the game that only call for sweet fruits, which is anything but the tomatoes, I believe. Out of curiosity, let's just see if this works. I would have to sell or drop a dish. I'm going to sell that one that we just made. Or the second to last one, rather. Yeah. Okay, tomato is read as fruits in the game. Okay. I believe there's a couple dishes that you can't use the tomato specifically for, though. We're still going to try it. My beehives. Okay. So there we go. But yeah, tomato is also special because that's so much individual use. Like, well, let's sell one more and then just cook a tomato by itself. Because it's cool. I like my meat mountains. Even the cheese ones are awesome. 5, 10, 15. Okay. Because like how there's like simmered foods, like just something by itself. Like, yeah, tomato's the one food in this game where it has the most unique uses, even more than cheese. I'm not sure if we did this one, but just tomato by itself. Yeah, simmered tomato. Never mind, I've seen that a billion times. Simmered until tender, nutritious tomatoes can give this dish a sour kick. But yeah, in terms of the simmered stuff, there is, well, simmer. Yeah. It's under the miscellaneous category that I have. So you're going to have like fried wild greens, which is just a plant. The copious version, which is 4 different. Simmered fruit, which is just a fruit. The copious version, which is 4 fruits. And then simmered tomato, which is tomato. But obviously can't be copious because there's only one type of tomato. Not like you have red tomatoes and yellow tomatoes and purple tomatoes and green tomatoes. No, it doesn't exist, sorry. Not here, at least. But, okay. I should have kept in mind how much we started with, but I think we made at least 30 things today. And I didn't even get to the roasted stuff yet, so we can check those off one by one. But yeah, I kind of want to change my location, because we were just talking about the porgies earlier, and that got me thinking about Lurelin. So, how about I go to Lurelin? Maybe cook some seafood, because that could be fun. Okay. Cheesy meat rice dish looks so decadent. Everything's phenomenal. Chef Croton. Thank you, Diglett. Yeah, well, I don't have a proper cooking horse. When we did the cooking run in Breath of the Wild, we named our horse Ramsey. Because he had to be there in spirit to help us. Which is fine. So encouraging. But yeah, that run was fun. To recap, and why I have this initially, like this whole document, well, we made a Breath of the Wild one. It was a little over a year now. Like, I want to say it was like last spring. But the challenge run for Breath of the Wild was cooking all 117 foods before the Blood Moon. And the foods counted like all the normal stuff plus Fairy Tonic. So it wasn't elixirs, even though that kind of was, but we cooked everything. So we started on the Great Plateau, we cooked a bunch there, went around the world, got all the materials and everything. So literally, yeah, under 3 gameplay hours, we did the whole run. And it was really awesome. We had quite a bit of leftover time too, but it was all 117 foods, all the looting and everything. One of the hard parts was, yeah, having to constantly buy all the ingredients, like, especially Goron spice. There's only one main vendor that sells it in Goron City, and then there's like one traveling one, which we didn't find. But having to constantly go back for restock trips, having to go to the desert just to get like the Volt fruit and melon for the creamy heart soup. But yeah, it was a very fun run, and for this game it may be harder for a Blood Moon because the timer's still the same, but the Great Sky Island takes forever. There's a whole quest line to get the cheese. So I feel like it could be possible, just very tricky. Will I give it a go at some point? Maybe. This is, I guess, is like a little precursor for it, because the stakes will be a lot higher to do all 147 foods before the Blood Moon. But I guess since this game has a cooking log, it would be everything, including the roasted stuff. So, because it's actually more trackable. I don't know. Oh yeah, the person who's working on the tower. I didn't even see these people yet. And their partner.
Oh.
You know what? Rito enjoying the tropics. How nice.
Oh.
Called a briny bouquet. The scent of fruits of the sea. Crabs, fish, blue shell crabs. What's a blue shell crab? There's blue shell snails, but they remove those in this game. There's no blue shell crabs. Huh? That's not a thing. You discover a new species? Let me know. Let me have it. I want to cook. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay. Well, I guess not. Oh, well, we can do our own cooking. Seafood. Fine. They're just keeping one for me. A crab with the blue shell. Clueless. They're teasing it. It's okay. There was a blue shell snail, but they removed it for this game because it was a hardy thing. And they removed those and hardy durians just for balancing reasons. Because, yeah, you could always find those blue snails on the beach and durians on the trees. And for this game, they wanted to make hardy foods more exclusive. They wanted to make, you know, well, either be in like caves or like the Sky Islands. If it was on the surface, it would be, well, in like bodies of water for like the fish, like hardy bass or salmon. But having too many hardy spawners, they didn't want that anymore. Also, yeah, I might as well do this. I've been procrastinating this for a while. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 6, almost 7 containers I can get. Let's just do that. So glad durians are gone. Now Hyrule doesn't smell as bad. It was only parts though. The jungle and Satori Mountain. So maybe those parts smell worse. Because yeah, obviously durians perfume so loud. Totally. I usually like saving these though because I do in bulk. Because when you do more than one in a row, it eliminates the whole cutscene. So it makes it a little bit faster. No, not if you do that. Okay. Durians were kind of unfair in Breath of the Wild. They were. Totally. Yeah, now it's actually more balanced. It's like, oh, you explore a cave, you might actually find a hardy truffle, or sometimes even a big one. Feels cool. When you see that stuff in Breath of the Wild, it's like as soon as you find the durian patches in the jungle, especially that main one by the tower, which is very easy to find because it's by the tower, all the other hardies don't feel as special. Now it's like, cool, we actually have a finite amount of different hardies to work with after a long time of scavenging. So it's definitely a very good change. But yeah, sorry, trees. Let's see. Not a good change, though, is how they removed some of the animals. I think it was just the gray squirrels and then the rhinos. I'm not sure why they removed rhinos, though. They did not need to do that. There's no durians because Link ate them into extinction. Basically, yeah, with how much they were used in that game, yeah. Alright, there's a gloom spawn where the durian farm used to be. Yeah! I went there and I'm like, well, there's no more durians, so what is here? Literally not a thing but that gloom spawn. Hilarious. Also, want to know something funny about the durian patch? We found this, it was a bit ago when we found it out, but... Well, obviously, the tower used to be there in Breath of the Wild. Durian patch was there. Now it's literally an empty area with just a gloom spawn. But also, you know in this world how there's like, well... Whenever there's something cool on the surface, there is something neat below in the depths. Like for an example, like below every spring of wisdom, or spring, there is a wellspring with the bargainer statue. You know, that applies for like the offering stand posts. So like underneath here, there is like a soul, like huge soldier offerings underneath like big battlefields or like the Akal Citadel and stuff like that. Yeah, just, I don't know. You know how like everything relates surface to top? The shrine where a shrine is, all that. But this one doesn't make any, well, it could just be a big coincidence, but the biggest farming spots in the game for food, durian food to make yourself invincible. You know what? One note's directly underneath it. Coincidence? I saw that. My cursor was right on it too. I'm just like, oh, I wonder what's below it. Literally dead in the center, the Spirit Temple. That literally made me geek. And there's a small chance it could be a coincidence, but everyone knew about that spot. Like that is, it's the best party spot in the game. And it's like, if you want to make your game easier, you go there. And they put the Spirit Dungeon there. That can't be a coincidence. I'm sorry. Like, some people are like, well, it could be. No. In my head canon, at least, it's not a coincidence. Okay. And yes, that was worth the setup. Let's cook. Yeah. Just existing for the sake of it. Do I have a shrine lookout? We're doing pretty good on them. Last stream, we just did like 6 of them, which is pretty good because we almost have them all. So we only have like 13 left, and like most of them I can find using the depths. There's a couple that I still seen from afar though. Like I think there was a shrine somewhere on one of these tall areas. Oh well. Still today we're mainly focusing on cooking with little breaks like that. We're back to cooking. So they put gloom spawns in a lot of famous spots people would check out the early game. That's true. Even like the Skull Island in this area, Makar Island, which, yeah, just a gloom spawn. And Breath of the Wild was really unique because the enemies there change depending on time of day. If it was daytime, it would just be choo-choos. But then there was a campfire there, and if you wait till night, it becomes all elemental stall enemies. Like, they have, like, elemental weapons and such, archers. So it's very dangerous at night, especially if you wait at the campfire, then get surrounded. But yeah, that... Like, the whole nighttime, daytime enemy, like having different enemies is not a thing used much in that game. But they did use it, again, in this game for the canyon with ice breaths, or the ice Lizalfos being there during the night, fire ones during the day. Which I thought was cool because they matched the temperatures, the type of Lizalfos in the canyon, so. Also, okay, I've been trying to find cooking pot, I've been just running and rambling. Just thinking about everything, it's such a cool game. There we go. Well, guess first things first. We should sell stuff. I know we did all that, but I know where it is now, so it's fine. Let's sell those couple things and then make a bunch more. But yeah, we'll try to do like everything fish related here because it just makes sense. So I will sell some stuff. Hello, porgies. Some stuff requires. Oh wait, yeah, the shop is free. I forgot. Yeah, everything here is like free. It's crazy. It just feels like it came from a dream. Okay, I'm gonna sort through everything, make sure that. Okay, see, these are actually pretty good, even though it's just rice balls. The Sundaline foods, yeah, it's like they're just good, you know. Okay, that's low duration. Still has good effect. We'll keep a couple of them. I'm getting rid of that. The cobia simmered fruit. See, it's like, it looks nice, but that's not a thing I'm gonna use. I lied, it might be. This I won't use though. Tough Selkrow crab. I don't really use any of the tough stuff because it's just extra armor points and we have pretty maxed out stuff. Okay, tough tomato seafood soup. Looks nice, but again, practical. Keep my nice soups though. That's just level 1, we'll sell it. Not really looking at rupees, just is it actually gonna be useful? We'll keep the 1 stealth buff. Low level 3 is just too bright for me. It's kind of a weird thing, but it just makes things over bright. Well, 1 and 2 are pretty good for caves, but this is just like when you're staring at a light bulb or something. That's just my nitpick. Seafood pala. Yeah. Maybe just one of the bowls. Probably meat curry. That just looks nice. It's funny, it's gourmet poultry curry, but it looks like he uses the mid-level piece, like the thigh. There we go. Okay. Just for now. Everyone brights. That's just too many. Okay. There we go. And yeah, you can just clean out. It's free, because he helped the town. All the games are free. Everything's free. And I often forget that. There's so much free stuff here. Fishy, fishy. For more fish, there's a good farming spot nearby. Again, when we do a full run, it'll be more cooking, balanced with traversing and going to ingredient hotspots. But today, since this is just our 100%, we already pretty much have everything. I'm just taking because it's fun. But yeah, one day we'll probably do cooking everything in tiers for Blood Moon. It'll just be a lot harder. So maybe we'll have to figure that out. Okay, now we'll cook. Zelda, it's time to cook. Wow, I get lost all the time. I'm like... where is it? This is all self-inflicted, but... Okay, it's over here. It's like rows of houses, and then they added more stuff, and it's like, oh wow. It just expanded. Well, first we can take a freebie. It might be another seafood pala at the restaurant. I'll take it. Oh! Pumpkin pie! They actually gave us something new. We didn't make pumpkin pie yet. Unique dishes on the menu. Oh, cool. We made fish pie. I'm trying to think of fish stuff right now. So we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go seafood. So, okay. Cheesy baked fish, we did that. The palo we got from that person, actually. Gonna hope I spelled that right. Did we get the meat and seafood fries? Maybe not. So meat and seafood fries and peppered seafood. So, I guess moment of truth. It seems like any sort of seafood will work just with a pepper. Seafood, yeah, counts the fish. The one snail type now, and then the crabs. The only thing is if you put it with a pepper, that's already cold resistance, so the only good fish you're going to do is, well, yeah, sizzlefin trouts. So sometimes you have to kind of play into it, so yeah, it's best to make this with sizzlefins. No other fish will bring out its effect, so we do that, and pepper. Easy level 2, but a lot of duration. There we go. Spicy pepper seafood. That is nice. And then meat and seafood fry. So let's look back at our thing. So it is just, oh, it's just the meat and, okay, just straight up that. And some of these we may have gotten, but it's faster to cook them all and ask questions later. So for this we could do Hardee's. I think like one thing requires salmon, but I believe it is better than just normal. We got that one, but Hardee's still good, so. Wait, oh yeah, we can check really quick since we made that. We have a good spot. Gotcha. We just have the next tiers. So we'll do that. Mid-tier. I might have to do that because it could be a good selling one. There we go, hearty prime meat and seafood fry. And then, best one. I might just sell these, so I'm gonna go for value, just Yeah. Just be a basic one for that matter. Gourmet meat and seafood fry. Which is nice. Also, yeah, I believe there's a thing where as long as the meal gives you 30 hearts, it's just a full recovery. Because that's how Breath of the Wild had it. So I think the only thing you can do is if you cook, yeah, like 5 of these together, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 hearts, but cooking multiplies it by 2, so 30 hearts. And I believe anything that gives 30 hearts just gives you a full recovery. So we did that once before, though. There we go. What is that next one, though? I don't know. Seafood next. We're still on seafood, so... Let's see, we got that stuff. We got, seafood skewer is just a crab or a snail by itself, which we could have gotten at any point, honestly. Let me just check. We only have 1 razor. Oops. Okay, yeah. Of course we did. I just need to make sure. Not like we're missing out on much. Oh, there's the munias. Okay. You know, yeah, the munias are just wheat, butter, and a type of seafood. So there's one specifically for salmon, one specifically for porgy, because that's like the high tier stuff, and then just anything else. So let's do those. I think we might have done one, but we'll make it work. So wheat and butter. It's like a French preparation of it. I don't know. I never had it. Haven't had a lot of French food, to be honest. Just French fries, which is the most French. So wheat, butter, and let's see, salmon. That'll already be a hearty. Yeah, hearty salmon munia. Crispy skin on this fried hearty salmon puts its texture in a class all its own. Wheat, butter, and a porgy. Now for these we can actually get some good stuff, because either attack or defense for porgies, and the attack buff, well, it's very potent. As long as you have, well, 2 of these in any attack thing will be a level 3. Because potency point wise, 3 potency points for a level 3 dish, you need 7. A lot of stats, mumbo jumbo, but basically 2 porgies and any other attack food, even one of itself, will create a level 3. Because it's the most potent attack food in the game. But in this case, yeah, we're just doing 3, because we're trying to make a specific dish. There we go. Mighty Porgy Munia. And it's cool doing this, too, because if we did a challenge run of cooking all the foods, we obviously wouldn't be caring too much about the effect, because just getting whatever ingredients is important. But now it's like, since I'm in the late game of this playthrough, all the stuff that we're cooking, I can really focus on effect. Like, oh, you know, like, I could just do the porgy, wheat, butter, but stuff I can actually use for this instead of just selling. I'll put some more porgies with that. It's a cool dish, and level 3 attack buff for nearly 10 minutes. Because, yeah, the ingredients themselves do it a lot of duration, and then, like, all the special things like butter and wheat and all that, those add some specific more duration. So, yeah, nearly 10 minutes. Maybe a nice Lionel binge that'll be good for. Went to the Coliseum with that. That would be awesome. Yeah, we could, you know, use the foods. So, okay, what is next? Also, yeah, hope everyone's doing well. I'm just enjoying cooking all this stuff and making myself hungry. So, there we go. I had McDonald's today, so the bar is pretty low. This is excellent, though. Let's look back at the list. We have, I don't know, I keep scrolling down on me. Seafood munia. So all that's cooked. Rice ball should all be good. I'm just gonna, yeah, because the construction guy. We did the fried rices and the rice bowls and whatnot. Seafood, we did all the curries earlier. Did the tomato soups. Oh, that's an interesting one. We made it out of, it's a fragrant seafood stew. And this one's a little bit different because it's a stew, but it uses a different base, but still considered a stew. Because you're using seafood with oil and stam bulb. So it's very, well, fragrant. Well, stews are more like wheat and butter based in this game. So yeah, seafood, oil, and a stam bulb, which it's like one of 3 things that stam bulbs are used for too. So oil, seafood stam bulb. Wait, let me get my stam bulb first. Is there an effect to stam bulb? Stamina, right. So what's a good stamina one? This one, right? Crabs. There's at least one of each. Sometimes they're split between crabs, snails, or this. I think that's cool, though. Fragrant stew. There we go. It comes with the bread on the side, too. The dunking bread. Tasty dish of seafood and stam bulb. Okay. You know, this is nice doing this. It's a different change of pace from our normal 100% stuff. And is there a reward in this? I have no idea. I don't think there is, but it's a reward in itself. One second. I am going to look at the scroll more. I just searched seafood. I think that's almost everything. Wait, not everything's called seafood. Like risottos. Let me look at the risottos really quick because, yeah, that's what the salmon will be used for. Here, let's find where risotto is on this thing. Also, it looks so tasty. Or rather, I'll look into my book because that'll be easier. I have a book and risotto. Okay, 80s. So it's actually right there. $79, $80, $81, $84. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yep, those are 2 seafood risottos. So we'll do those in a moment. 1 second. Thank you. I think it's Caffeinated Tactician for the 2. Sorry, I almost read it all as like 5 different words. What donation incentive to make IRL Tears of the Kingdom food? Well, contrary to my chef hat, I am not the best of cook. So would it be funny then to do it? Maybe. That would be a type of video I need a lot of confidence to do because I don't even make videos off camera or like off game camera. But that could be kind of funny. If I did it, I'll do it. I don't need a donation, but I appreciate it, so thank you. Oh man. I'll make like 5 of my favorites. What would be my favorites? I don't know. We'll think about that as we go. Let's make these last 2 ones for this area. As I think about my favorites. So again, we will make something with the salmon risotto. So risottos are rice, butter, and salt. So salmon, rice, butter, and salt. Ooh, running money. Nice. The rice used in this rich risotto permeates the light flavor of the salmon. I love risotto. And crab risotto. And we have a few options. I'm not going to be too fancy. I will just cook this for the effect. Rice, butter, salt. Butter, rice, salt. Yeah. At least a little bit extra. I'll do 2 of them so at least we get a full wheel. Because sometimes the more stamina foods you use, it's even greater effect. Like, especially for stamina. There we go. We're almost full up, but that is totally fine. So right then, yeah, we have a lot of stuff. 157. Now, mind you, there's still going to be a lot of roasted stuff. We're going to fly through those in a bit. I might honestly do those next to get them out of the way. Because I'm sure there's at least like 5 roasted things we didn't do. Oh, also unrelated, but well, I do have a chef emote that we have on Twitch. The thing is, all the emote slots are locked behind memberships, so I think we need like 5 more memberships, and that'll be the next emote. So either that, or I'll swap out one of the current ones, but I don't know what to do. So, because if I swap out an emote, it deletes all past instances of it. Like if people use it in past comments or live streams, it completely removes that for all of them. So on YouTube, it's like hard to switch out emotes for that reason. But yeah, if we 5 more memberships, we will add the chef emote. And down the line, maybe another one. So yeah, because we have slightly more emotes on Twitch. Yay. Oh, I think I actually needed that for upgrading. I still will try for the other ones, because as long as you have the porgy on you. Thanks to being a good cook. Rather, in this case, we just stole it, because there's roasted porgies that respawn outside. Hey, we'll have to eat or sell more. That's totally fine. Yeah. Don't delete an emoji. Yeah, that's my goal. I mean, if I deleted any, I think the least used is the red link one. But I still don't want to delete it because, yeah. See, I found out the hard way. The only time I deleted one, I swapped our drill shaft one from like the game render one to like the nicer looking, like hand drawn one. Because I'm like, oh, then I'll upgrade the emo. Like this was like a long time ago, mind you. But then I saw it, and every single time the drill shaft emoji was used prior to that point was gone. Which, mind you, that was already a long time ago. But yeah. So that's when I learned, okay, I'm not going to swap out anything unless, yeah. Oops. Oh, yeah, not taking durability. There's a blue spark, no durability is drained. I like that detail. And now I'm using that a lot to learn stuff. But okay. Just want to get a couple things. We could focus on roasted. I think we got all the freebies here for now. I always forget about the shop though, so I'm like, ooh, another freebie. Yeah, maybe I'll just try to go for the roasted. Yeah, YouTube is inconvenient. It sucks, but yeah. It'll come eventually. Okay, let's look at all of our roasted. So we have baked. We're already missing one. Missing. Oh boy. Wait, it might just go in order, honestly. Does it? Or is it going to be inconvenient? It's going to be inconvenient. Roasted tomatoes. Here, I'm just going to look at my book because this has the order. So if I don't have something, it's still convenient to check. Trust me, you're not missing out on much. It just shows the order. So it'll be baked apple, baked golden apple. Let me go back to it. Sorry. Fast scroll with the right one. I think if you do both at the same time, it does it faster. Yeah. So baked apple, baked golden apple, pepper, the tomato. Okay, so tomatoes. The desert fruits, so volt fruits, hydromelons. Makes sense why I didn't get them. And then like everything, because I guess these don't come in like crates. We never like intentionally roast stuff, but so it'll be stuff that's found in crates, like mushrooms in crates all the time, fruits typically, but basically any of the vegetables. No. Wow. Okay. Well, we can do this really quick. We're at 157 out of 228. So I'm sure we can get to like 170 instantly. So tomatoes and the desert fruits. Let's start with that. I'm gonna find a fire to plop a minute. Or I guess we'll do that second. It's fine here. So tomato, desert fruits, and what's next? Lotus seed thistle. We're gonna run out of spots actually. There we go. That should all cook at the same time. Roasted melon. Roasted whole for a very soft and flaky inner flesh with a rather intriguing flavor. Now this is your money melon. Wait, that's funny. I never read these. Sure, all these existed in Breath of the Wild. It's not like I toasted stuff. Lightly toasted mighty thistle. Has no special effects, but now it's been grilled, the pointy ends go down smooth. Roasted lotus seeds. Flame roasted fleet lotus seeds. Peel the skin back to get to the soft and flaky center. Okay. One moment. One moment. One moment. Stop! Okay. Tomatoes. Highly tomato toasted whole. Juicy inside and will restore more health when consumed. Roasted volt fruit. Has been charred to really bring out its sweet and sour flavors. Now I want to see if that just... Oh, it counts though. It does not count. I'm a huge liar. I have to pick it up, so let's be careful about this. I don't want it to despawn, so. Cool, I can make a little fruit shop if I want to. Is that a weapon underneath? A torch? So not so much. Okay. We might just do it here so we can sell what we have right away. Also, I can grab the boat. Don't despawn my stuff. Okay, thank you. That's funny that you can. It's interactable at least to a certain extent, because he did bring the boat there so that he could have it for the shop. Okay. That's at least 3 more things. And we can keep 5 spots open, which is, it's doable. We got through a lot, so. Oh man, Sam. You know, what did we use to make that? Oh, I'm thinking of that one. Okay, this one we just put the apples, I think, with it, so we don't need that. Keeping this one because we built with like all honeycombs. Although yeah, technically it's better to have the yellow stamina, but I digress. Here's better stuff. Let's sell one more. Honeyed apple or... We already have honeyed fruit, so... Bit of variety is always nice. Why do I still have that? It's 1 sun pumpkin. Okay. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Clear you out. Good, not for the price, just pick it up and have it and all that. Okay. But yeah, I'm doing good today. Thank you for asking. I love cooking. What can I say? So, as Bird Link. And the white suit's interesting. I don't know. Just trying to make a chef thing. He has like an apron. Who knows? And we had that too, but aviator. Okay, let's make more roasted. Quite a lot of roasted stuff. Okay, let's get these 5 mushrooms. Not fully going in order, but... So, we have... Yeah, all the starting ones, actually. 155. It's just like a certain area where it's like... They probably didn't include these in crates, or all the loose stuff in monster camps. So you can tell which things that they didn't. Like, between... Probably zap shrooms, I would assume, was next. I'm looking at my own thing here for a second. Zap, razor, iron, silent. Okay, so they didn't really include those, because I would have picked them up, you know. Picked up almost everything, even just to eat right away. Okay, so... Zap, razor, iron, silent. We'll get those 4. Oh, it's like... Zap, razor, silent, iron, all right next to each other, too. What are the odds? Burn time. Toasty silent shroom. A whole toasted silent shroom. High heat may have destroyed its soft glow, but it's now fragrant and tasty. Exposed to direct heat, sharp exterior has softened considerably. Restores a bit of health. Huh. Exposed to an open flame. Its once tough exterior is now crunchy and tasty. Oh, nice. Toasty zap shroom. It's not very shocking that this fully roasted zap shroom is delicious. See, they're doing shock puns more than me, so... Shame, but funny. I like shock puns. Also, I'm sure we didn't get that yet. Unless I accidentally made one at one point. Roast the whole fire for it, why not? Oh, baked! Oh, usually they're roasted, but... Oh, it's a sun pumpkin's baked in the sun. Whole roasted sun pumpkin. Lost its original effect in the baking process, but it's soft and tasty. I like how sometimes he like renames. Like, I don't know, it's like when you're baked in the sun. So they changed that, even though it's technically a roasted thing. That's cool. I know there's a couple things, like I know for the light dragon stuff. Okay, this one I'm not sure why, but sorry, let me pull it up. See how it's always like Dinral's horn, Nature's horn, Ferocious horn, Light Dragon's horn, all the same name. But if I go to the claws, I only have 3, but it's Dinral's claw, Ferocious claw, Light Dragon's talon. Like it's just a slight rename. Like everything else is the same, I believe. Fang, 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 scale, scale, scale. But yeah, I think specifically Light Dragon's talon is different. So it's not claw. I don't know. Speaking of this, the one thing I did off camera was I did a little bit of dragon farming because I found a really good way to do it. That's like efficient and doesn't just waste time by idling. It's like the only thing I've ever done this playthrough off stream was like very tedious things. So figuring out dragon farming and star fragment farming. Because with how many we need for upgrades, we need yeah. Which I showed the star fragment one the other stream ago, but I'll show the dragon one at some point soon. Because I'm still kind of working it out, but it's actually a pretty good one. And one that doesn't involve idling, so. Here we go. Let's see. I need my roasted stuff. Oh yeah, selling it, sorry. I was just looking at everything. I was like, oh yeah. I'm not sure how much roasting increases the sell value. Let's see, 8, 6, 5. Some pumpkin, some pumpkin, some pumpkin. One day. Could be like a 50% increase. I don't know. 4 to 6. I think it could be a 50% increase. That's like 5 to... Nope, that one's 5. Or maybe it's just like a set value for each. That's more likely. Okay. We probably have all the elixirs, but I'm still gonna make sure of everything, of course. Just got all that stuff. There's a nut missing. 93. Oh, it's the escargot. Can't believe I didn't do that. Which is a snail. Which, yeah, another one that's renamed. Okay, so one of those. We'll do them. Hi, glowing. Do them one by one. So I'm not wasting a bunch of fire foods. We got the campfire eggs, which, yeah, and the hard-boiled. Hard-boiled is boiling water, but the campfire, not a lot of people know how to make them because you have to drop an egg, well, right on a campfire. Because usually when you drop an egg on hard surfaces, it cracks it. But water, obviously, hard-boiled if it's hot water. And for the campfire one, for whatever reason, the campfires don't break eggs because they're like softer, I guess, or just so you can make this campfire egg. Because it wouldn't make sense. Obviously, the intention is cooking, so it knows its intention not to crack, so it becomes a campfire egg instead of a cracked egg. But yeah. Oh, we didn't get the tiers of frozen stuff. This stuff, because like hunting. Oh, and all the fishies too. I didn't think about that. Okay. So 2 cuts of poultry. And then one of each fish. Fish type. It's like porgies and whatnot. Okay, so each of the fishies. Do that. Or birdies, my bad. And I would assume salmon and... Oh, these are both bass. What? Wait, was there another thing I... No, that was it, right? Okay. Freezing every single one. Big chicken. Okay, bass, trouts. Sizzle, Voltfrin. We don't have any chillfins in our inventory right now. I think and Voltfrin's, that was just an amoeba one. That's like the one material I struggle with in this game to find. What is those? Oddly enough, but it's okay. So close. No! Frozen river snail. Distinct glow has diminished after being frozen. But heat resistance. Frozen hardy salmon. Doesn't taste quite as fishy because excess fat has been removed. Okay. It's considered the taste of a fish inside. Wait. Being frozen has condensed the taste of the fish inside this trout's body. Okay. And this one. Oop, I cleared you out. Sorry. I'm gonna sell to you again. Soul Cell looks like it could be used as a weapon. Honestly, just a tomahawk. Just want to go axe throwing with frozen bird thigh? What do you have to say, Big Bird? Oh, it's deadly. Frozen whole bird. May have been frozen solid, but its flavor remains intact. I like the weapon one the most. You know what? No, that's foreshadowing. It wants us to make a weapon, right? Sword of the hero. Say it won't. We're weaponizing. Putting our skills to good use in this monster-filled world. So do I have an ice weapon to just freeze it? I don't. So goodbye ice fruit. Weaponize! There you go. It fulfills its lifelong dream. It doesn't actually freeze. But it's a cold thingy. It looks pretty good to me, though. Using only meat weapons. Chicken blade. I love it. Okay. Fits our armor, too. Here to sell. Let's sell that. Sell the other blade. But I'm the original. You can't sell me. No. What are you doing? The imposter stole it. Goodbye. Sorry, I have to make a story for all my stupid foods, I guess. Also, have you noticed I like food a lot? No, more so just like individual foods. Like this guy's new. He has a carrot. His name's Carrot, and he's really awesome. See, I originally got him because, well, rather my girlfriend got him for me. Because originally I got this guy. This is Onion. Onion's very cool. He's like the stand bulbs, kinda. But yeah, he just always sits on my desk underneath my camera, like all the time. But now Onion has a carrot friend. Onion also has a radish friend. And Onion also has, well, the Hylian tomatoes. So they're all smiling and happy. So vegetable party. It's all nice. Just to keep Onion company. And all courtesy of Viv. So it is very nice. Yeah, now they chill on my PC. Yeah, anything small and smiling. Hence why I like Pikmin a lot. I like Floyd. This guy. I've always had that. Speaking of which, let's change up scenery for a bit. Technically still doing fish, but going to the desert could be cool. I say cook up these last couple of fish and then go to the desert. Just for a new piece of scenery, because I like scenery. Also something else cool to show off. They're so cute. Thank you. I love all the little plushies. So I am in silly mode, because silly is silly. Okay, let's go there. Cheese curry. We'll do all that later. We're at 172. We're like a 150 something before these foods. There we go. Tomato, wild berry. 55, 56, 57. We missed all those. We'll do those next. Mushroom, 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 mushroom. Need to like go over it for a second to get rid of the new thing. Okay. Cavefish, hardy bass, salmon. It's after 193. Oh yeah, this. Oh, that's why I lost the snail. Like I kicked it accidentally. Where'd it go? I have no idea. Oh wait, we made a cold oh right, cold versions, hot versions. Never mind. I see what the issue is. We made a lot of hot stuff, but not cold. Okay. That makes more sense. we're gonna make a cold snail. Please. Please. I'm sorry, there's just so much in this game. It's like overwhelming in a fine way, but overwhelming. Yeah, so I think every individual thing could be roasted, and then it's general categories for the frozen. I don't know. You go there. Totally forget it's 2 different worlds. Yep. Yeah, so hardy salmon's a specific thing, but trouts in general just needs to be any type of trout. For bass, trout, oh, bass, trout, carp, porgy. 1 second. Hardy salmon. Oh, hardy bass is his own thing, even though there is bass. Okay. So hardy bass, arowana, carp, porgy. Porgy. Actually, use that one. Porgy. Arowana. Carp. Okay. That should be good. Now, back up. A little cooking, but not cooking. Frozen hardy bass. Eating it will be a challenge because it's frozen solid, but if you persevere, it will temporarily increase your heat resistance. How silly. Frozen porgy. Hike through the Gerudo Desert. Yes, not all of them are super funny. Crunchy, icy texture of the carp is quite the delicacy. Okay, and I should be using like the choo-choo jellies. They have bigger radius. Oh, we did do that. Never mind. I'm sorry. There's a lot. Frozen has condensed the taste of the fish inside the arowa's body. Okay, let's sell. Also, thank you, Anton, for the 20. Absolutely love your content. Not sure if you answered, but do I plan 100%? I do. This is actually one of the many things to 100% this game. So yeah, I accidentally made a duplicate. Don't mind me. Still making progress. But yeah, thank you so much. No, it's been a blast 100%ing. We've been using the Heroes Path mode a lot to figure out where we haven't been, which is very helpful, but eventually that will run out because it saves like 250 some hours, which for Breath of the Wild that was totally fine because there's half the content in that game. But in this, I feel like there's kind of a race to beat it before Heroes Path ends up, which is why I'm not using like tedious farm methods for like dragon farming for like all the parts we need, because like well, technically dragon parts reset every 10 minutes, so every 10 minutes you can get a dragon part, like a scale or a horn. And if you just ride the dragon, you can just idle your game and shoot a part every 10 minutes. Which is good, because we need a bunch for upgrades still, but, well, that trims the Heroes Path by a lot. And as soon as that's done, then we can't see old areas that we've been. Which is super important for Koroks, for finding mini-bosses. Those 2 things specifically. Like, every Heroes Path expires, which never happened to me into a Breath of the Wild playthrough before. But here, yeah, it'll be so much harder to find Koroks and mini-bosses in just areas we haven't been. So in a way, I feel like I'm kind of... The playthrough's kind of on a timer for that, but... You know what? We still have like 45% of it left of the bar. And... Yeah, I think we'll beat it by then, but if we did tedious farm methods, then we couldn't. So... But yeah, I'll share the dragon farming method soon. Sorry, I kind of went on a tangent there, but... There's 2 random recipes in the roasted section. They have no idea what they are. That's okay. There's some odd ones. Like how there's roasted... Or like frozen bass, but then there's frozen hardy bass. But not everything has that distinction. Like, trout will just be trout, you know? Okay. This is still my closest one. We're just doing all this now, then we'll warp out. 205, 206, 207, 8, 9. Okay, so 213 and 210. Crab. Cavefish. Those are our last 2 for frozen then. Crab, cavefish. Okay. One of the many ones. Cool, new species. Almost sliding away from me. A glowing cavefish is just easier to eat than an unfrozen one. Yeah, it makes the heat more bearable. Oh, it didn't freeze. It was the same color as frosted stuff, because white. From a distance. Provide as much companionship as an unfrozen one. But it won't spoil during your travels. If you care so much about longevity. Or just a dead crab, I don't know. Okay, well that is good for those guys. I think all the frozen stuff is good then. We'll check elixirs later, but... let's make those last few roasted. Yeah, just to save a bunch of the fun recipes for the end. 6, 5... 194. 194, 185. Oh. 194, 185. Okay, let's look. Looking at my guidebook. Oh, that's the escargot. Never mind. So we made 2 of the cold ones instead of one of the toasted ones. Because escargot is roasted snail. And then arowana. Okay. So snail, arowana. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Is that a real fish? They made that up. Okay. That, and then let's go back to here. We'll see if they did anything with the... I think there was a couple more. 75, 74, 3, 2, 1, 70. I think it was like the last couple, rather. Oh, wow, yeah. Pretty much everything 158 to 164 minus 1. Amaranth, the 2 carrots, normal pumpkin, radishes. Can I remember that all? No. Amaranth, the 2 carrots, pumpkin, 2 radishes. Wait, yes, I can. I got it this time. 2 carrots. Amaranth. Where are you, Amaranth? Amaranth, 2 carrots, pumpkin, and then 2 radishes. We're doing a big one. This is a little big. And then big radish or small one? Big one. I'm almost running out. We'll find those in Nice Sky Islands, which we don't go to anymore. Bomb shield. What is the safe way? I lied, there's not a safe way. There we go. Roast, everyone. Roasted amaranth. Heat has frayed the hard, chewy fiber just enough to make it easy to eat. Roasted big radish. Take such a precious vegetable and put it in the fire. It's decadent in a way. Fragrant and warm. Has no special effect. Just less of an effect. The worst roasted stuff is literally just all the hearty stuff, because devalues it quite a lot. Oh, it could be a full restore, and now it's just a couple hearts. Haha. Meat is cooked through has reached perfect tenderness. I'm just gonna look at all of them. This flame-kissed Endura carrot makes for a truly extravagant single-item dish. I love how sometimes you just go really fancy with the descriptions. Otherwise, just like, this is a roasted pineapple. Done. But yeah, this. The fire really brought out sweetness. Like, it just like, that's satisfying, you know? Oh, that didn't roast. That's what keeps happening. Just nothing with the snails is working out. That's fine. Just get that. Escargot. Escargot. Yeah! Roasted while in its shell. The meat is soft and chewy. Pulling the meats from the shell in one go fills you with a sense of accomplishment. Not pulling half it and getting the rest stuck. Like a crab leg. Those are always fun. I hate food that's like slow to eat, you know? I'm very Americanized in that fashion where it's just like, wings? Yeah, boneless ones, please. I don't want to eat raw bones. It doesn't apply to everything, just sometimes I like simple foods. Like, crab's good, crab legs, but it takes so long just to get the meat out, you know? Like, I just want to eat. But it's fine. I know it's just like a very American thing, but I'm pretty American, so oops. Fortified pumpkin has been roasted whole. Hard rind serves as a container for the steamed pumpkin flesh inside. Container indeed. And it can be a container for the meat stuffed pumpkin, which we may have made. I'm not too sure if we made it in this game. But yeah, I think this is it for all the roasted foods then. I'm gonna check after this just to make sure. 38 for that one, oh my god. Yeah, roasting is a bit of a waste, but it's for the books. So let's check it really quick and then we'll be off to Gerudo. 463. Wow. Yep, that's all for the roasted and frozen stuff. Check elixirs later, but that, I think that was like 30 different things we just made for that. And now we are at our last 42. It's still kind of a lot, but hey, we'll make it work. Let's go to desert, change the vibe up, and the music and all that. Also, thank you, Goth Girl Bethany, for the membership. Welcome to the salad. Thank you. Yes, only a couple away from Chef Emote. Which that all started because the chef stream last year. But yeah, again, it's fun doing it like this because we can cook some things for effect. We can add like extra stuff now because we're actually in the late game and have the material. So it's like, we could make a porgy munia or whatever, but add a few more porgies and it's a level 3 dish too. Fancy and good effect. Or as opposed to a challenge run, it's just whatever makes it quickest. There we go. I didn't need to do that. Could have just went like that. Literally anything. It's just silly. Okay. Yeah, I don't even need to be in my Vi outfit. That doesn't exist. Obviously. You know, we were cooking a lot of meats earlier, and well, here's another recipe type that I didn't even know existed in the game until well, I was looking at the recipe logs, and here, I'm gonna look at my end because it will be I'll keep it semi-surprised until I cook it. Right, it's basic. Because, well, as you know, they added oil in the game, and with oil, it's like, well, there's a couple different things. You can make like the fragrant seafood soup, but really, what is oil known for? Put oil, put it with a drumstick. I'm surprised I didn't try this one out, but you may be able to guess. Pretty cool. Fried chicken! That looks so awesome too. It just bump. Turkey leg. Drumstick fried in high quality oil. It's full of out of this world flavor. The nice thing is that it exists for all 3 types of poultry. So the thighs. Deep fried thigh with a nice lemon. Deep fried bird thigh is so good, it's hard to take bites that aren't too big. Me when I just eat a whole 5-course meal in 5 seconds. I do that. I don't chew my food enough sometimes when it's too good. Which you're supposed to, but food's so good. Deep fried bird roast. That is the whole bucket. And okay, I love this because I always called like the normal like roasted stuff, like the big chicken, like, oh, like fried chicken, because it's like, I don't know, looks like it, but this extra now, like a deep fried whole bird of the highest grade. Standard item in any celebratory feast. Or just KFC. Or rather be, like, I would say Jollibee fried chicken. That is the best fast food fried chicken. If any of you live next to a Jollibee, it is a really good fast food chain, and they do fried chicken, and they have burgers and spaghetti, and it sounds odd, but it's good. It's a Filipino chain. It's kind of everywhere, but just, it's very spaced out, but it's not in like every city sort of thing. But yeah, it's called Jollibee. Yeah, amazing food. It is like, that and Culver's are my favorite. Culver's is more of a Midwest thing, but yeah, actual good quality. And yeah, fried chicken. Sorry, that's what it reminds me of. But even just like the big bird in there, I used to call it fried chicken, but now there's actually fried chicken. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But yeah, let's look at where that is. That looks so good. Look at that. Ah, I'm hungry. Ooh. I got a lot of stuff. Guess there's some peppered foods we need to make. Oh, the munias are in the right place. We're kind of... Wait, didn't we do the normal... Did we forget to make the normal munia? I think we did. Yeah, because we got wrapped up. Okay. So, wheat and butter, and then just any fish that isn't a porky or salmon. Just so I feel more inclined to sell it. There we go. Tough seafood munia. So kind of more simple. That's okay. Copious fruity tomato. And 8 for 9 6. What is that? We did all the curries. There's a whole category we didn't cook. So 59. Glazed foods. Okay. I will pull up glazed foods in just a moment. So there we go. Glazed. Again, this is in the description. All the glazed foods are just honey based. So just something that's glazed. So glazed meat, glazed seafood, glazed mushrooms, glazed vegetables. So 4 very easy ones. We still have tons of honey. And yeah, thank you Nama for the 15. Hi Croton, love your channel. My daughter and you, or yeah, you and your daughter watch together. That's so awesome. I'm happy you enjoy this stuff. Yeah, because geeking about Zelda is, well, the best pastime. So thank you. Yes, we will make our honeyed foods. Honey and meat. We'll account for that. I guess we'll see. We have honey to spare. There we go. Yeah. Instantly refills stamina. Sweetness of the honey permeates the meat, giving it a complex taste profile. That is cool. So meat, seafood. I only half pay attention to the 4. It's sometimes they're very general. It's not like the tiers. It's just that. Meat, seafood, mushroom. Well, in a moment. Good thing there's like a billion vendors here. Well, this one actually, yeah, there's a lot of variety in Gerudo Town. I think Gerudo Town has the most variety out of any vendor area. Even Terry Town, because I think they removed some shops for it in this game. Because they made spots for more interesting builds. Oh yeah, selling. Nope. We'll make the last 2 glazed foods. Wrong category. It looks pretty cool. Looks like chocolate cake. Imposter, get out. So I love all these chickens. It's like I don't want to eat them. That's gonna be a big problem. A huge problem actually. It's like you have to keep chicken leg. Okay, that looks good, but we already have meat-like representation. Well, we'll pass. That's the basic variety. Okay. Let's make a glazed mushroom. God, I'm glad we stocked up, because the goal was to pretty much do it without having to do too much looting. I mean, we can, but like, yeah. There's already a lot in our mind with seeing all these new recipes and whatnot. Glazed mushrooms and was it glazed veggies? Pumpkin. Since we're not doing it for effect. Yeah. I don't know what that is. It's like chunks of just chunks of the pumpkin rind in there. Don't like the taste of vegetables? Simply saute them in honey for a salty sweet flavor. So, how convenient. Glazed veggies, glazed mushrooms. They're cool ones, but that at least has an effect. Because yeah, the stamina stuff will ring out. Yeah, some we play into the buff, some I'm just like selling anyways, so. There we go. The ones I'm selling, I don't want to put too much thought into them. So I'm getting rid of them and it's sad. Important question for me. Are the viewers a salad or are the croutons in the salad? That's a good point. See, the membership thing's called the crouton, and people call my name Crouton because it's Croton. So I don't know. It just salad. It wasn't even something that I came up with, mind you. But I think it just refers to the community because it's like, oh, salad's everyone, and then croutons. Yeah, I'm a crouton, so I'm in the salad. But everyone watching is a salad, and that's just because I decided to make my channel name a word very resemblance of a salad topping, croutons. So I'm not too sure. That's a good question. I didn't make it, but we'll say the community is the salad because I don't know. It's a gathering, and my name's Croton/Crouton. I'm just rolling with that. It's kind of funny. You're an olive. Okay, yeah, you can claim the olive title. Sorry. Who's the tomato now? Who's the cheese? What else do you put in salad? Peppers. You can put red pepper in salad. I like the fancy salads, like Southwest ones that'll have like corn in it or something. Also, these are very funny pots. They're just baby pots. Yeah. You're a caprese salad. Want to be croutons with mozzarella? Yes. We're the salad. I'm the croutons. Okay, there we go. I see olives is claimed. Orca's claiming to be an onion. Okay, we will. Sorry, this is great. The cheese and or dressing. That's an important part too. I just forgot about that. See, there we go. A lot of us will have to bunch up on rolls though, so. I don't know. It's however you think of it. It's not like we can make salad in this game, so. It's a reference to the channel, sadly not Zelda. Next game you can pick up lettuce, make salad, put it with the Hylian tomatoes, you know. Have fun with it. Okay, we need 90. Oh, this one's special. It is fried egg and rice. It is one of the miscellaneous ones. Fried egg and a rice. Running low on rice already. But this one's just satisfying. I mean, look at that. It's a whole sunny side up egg. Soft egg yolk pairs well with the fresh rice in this simple dish. Sorry, this is fun. I'm glad you guys are here today. Yeah, I've been talking about doing this stream for a while, and I'm glad we are. Just awesome seeing them now, just not in our log. I mean, these ones are cool because the more tangible ones, but yeah, actually all here. And it looks just so delicious. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 4, 9, 5, and 6. Yep, all the cheesy ones. Wait, do we have all the rice balls? Veggie, mushroom, meaty, seafood. Oh yeah, right, the numbers. Okay. Wow, there's nothing missing in this area. What the? We're missing a couple desserts. Oh, crepes! We didn't do crepes yet. Okay, well, for crepes, I have these up. How can I forget? I had a lot of the desserts we forgot. I was thinking all the savory stuff. Okay, so for these, we did honey. Also plain crepes and wild berry crepes. And crepes have a big base. They're all egg, milk, wheat, sugar. But the honey ones have honey. Wild berries have wild berries. So egg, milk, wheat, sugar. Let's do that. Yes. Egg. Oops. Am I busy? It's burning. Egg, wheat, milk. We're actually running low on milk now. I have to go back to a 10 hour. Is Kakarika salt? I don't know. Maybe look what landing does. Eggs, milk, wheat, sugar. We still have some. And yeah, that'll just create a basic crepe. Also, one of my favorites is coming up. But yeah, plain crepes. Simplicity of this dish lets the flavor of its ingredients shine. And also something I forgot to use earlier, but if we made the base of something, we can easily get that base back if we just select for recipe. I thought it would go in like... Oh, it's going in the actual order. Okay. Yeah, and then doing the duplicates. Well, wait, I meant to do sugar. This is not much faster, but select for recipe. There we go. My bad. I was using a not ingredient from that. But if it's new, you can directly remake it. So, oh, plain crepe. Just hold ingredients, and then you have it all. Totally new feature that I barely use, but when I do think about it, it is helpful. But yeah, we got our crepe base, and now just a wild berry. And this is one of my favorite recipes in the game. Wild berry crepe. Got 6 whole berries on it. They multiplied. Don't know how. But sweet, tart wild berries are folded into thin, springy dough to make this dessert. And it is very, very tasty looking. Wait, where'd it go? I sorted. There it is. Scrumptious. Yeah, I love the foods. This one is one of my new favorites. Just, yeah, and the little meat stick, you know. The hors d'oeuvres, just, yeah. So those have got to be some of my favorites, personally. Yeah, sadly, I think it's time to sell. We do have a lot of stuff for effect. I was really trying to prioritize hardy and stamina, because that's realistically what we would use the most in this playthrough. It's like when a recipe just calls for fish, I'm like, oh, let's make it a hardy fish, you know? As I did here. Many other times. For cold resistance, I prioritize that because we do have a lot of cold stuff left. Like, that is some of the bigger areas, so a lot of the highlands, this area is a minor cold area, but we didn't check it out. I guess if there's anything a little in Hebra or, yeah. But compared to hot areas, I think the only thing we didn't do is this area. But we did this in the Gerudo run that we, that was the other weekend. We're still editing it, but there's 2 caves we didn't see in this playthrough that we saw in that one. So for heat resistance, that'll still be helpful too, which is why we have a little bit. We'll probably be fine though, because they use the desert armor anyways. As opposed to the cold areas, I like using the frostbite, which doesn't have cold resistance. So good that we have it. This just because the one-off ones are fine, you know. And then just stuff to restore, little bits. Yeah, it's still time to sell some more. Oh, that is a big bowl. I don't know. We just gotta keep Meat Mountain. That's just such a nice one. And like, that's cool, but something that can actually be good for healing I want to keep too. Yeah, mini cheese bowl we can sell. Some stuff I just want to keep because I want to look at more, you know? Like, is that weird? I don't care. Tasty. And this one's pretty... It's basically what hearty food does, but that's good money, so... Because we put, like, a bunch of extra of the fancy meats. The chicken ones. Big chicken. Or big... Not chicken. Just big meats. Or the pumpkin pie, we just got that as a thing. Which, yeah, that reminds me to do pies. We just got that from the restaurant in Lurelin. Because they... Like, do they give you a new one each time, or is it just random? I don't know. But they gave us that. It reminds us to actually make the pie. This one, realistically, I would make level 3 stuff if I needed it. Man, I like bananas. Oh, yeah, that's a sell. That's a level 3 at least, so it's harder to sell. That's just like fancy. It's like, oh, make normal level 3s are, you really stretch that attack. The munia, yeah, the porgy munias, because it's actually something really creative you can do with porgies, so I like that. That stuff is fine. I'll keep the, even though they're just rice balls. That's just a really good effect. Yeah. Nothing too fancy. Okay. And we have awarding wheat bread still. I can't sell any hardies. We actually use every single one, so. Eat first with your eyes. So tasty. How many recipes do we have done? We have, let's see now. Everything's cleaned up. 197 out of 2. What? Yeah. 31 left. Okay. And I know what a good bulk of them are. They are ones that will come a little bit later. 11, 12, 13, 14. But I did say we'll do pies, right? Yep, and they're right here. The pies and cakes we didn't even touch. Want to make some nice desserts? I think so. Oh, it's getting nice in here. The day theme already. The day theme switches pretty early, doesn't it? It's only 3:50 in the game. The Grudo do get up early because... Wait, does the sunrise in the... No, that wouldn't make sense. The sun sets here. I don't know, they just get up early because they're just... About that's life. Yeah. Get up early, make sure no intruders come, I guess. Oh well, let's do pies. Pies and cakes. Let us see cake. Okay. Pie. So for pies, there's... Well, we did the savory ones earlier with the meat and fish. We saw pumpkin, which again, that can be stretched for a defense pie, because pumpkins are defensive things. Or you could probably make a sun pumpkin pie now, too. But either way, the ones that we're missing is the apple pies and the fruit pies. So, just like how there's that, like, the whole honey thing apple, there was honeyed apple, honeyed fruit. It's basically the same thing, but there's fruit pie, but then apple specifically gets its own pie. So, yeah, the base for all pies is wheat, butter, and then sugar for sweet pies. Sweet butter, sugar. Wheat. We're running lower, but I think we'll still be good. We did just enough clear outs. Wheat, butter, sugar. And then apple. We could always try to critical it. Just for more hearts. Yeah. Crispy, flaky pie crust and sweet apples are a match made in heaven. It looks very heavenly. Apple pies are so great. I prefer like pies to cakes, honestly. Because it's like sweet, but it comes from like the fruit. And it's more textures, where the frosting sweetness on cakes just kind of gets me. Some cakes are good when they make it more mild, but... Alright, cheesecake. It can also be really good. The Hateno cheese base. You know, totally different. Here, let's, we're gonna go back to that. If we hold... Oh yeah, put that in order so I can... Well, sometimes it's good to cook with the base first. Because then I could... Oh yeah. So maybe it's good to like pull the base ingredients first and then the top ones. So if you want to pull something from your recipe log, you can just pull it out and then decrease away the, you know, the unique ingredients. Like in this case, the apple. It came out like that, so you just press X. And then now just a fruit cake. So we can do any fruits, or even two for that matter. Sadly, we're not going to get a lot of effect. Make a little speedy. It won't do too much, but speed's fun. There we go. Hasty fruit pie. It's very fruit-based. Celebration isn't a celebration until this fruit-filled crust hits the table. I agree. And this will actually be cool because, well, this will stack with like the night speed up, because night speed up is like a level 2 speed buff. But with 1 through potion, it'll be like a level 3. So 20% to 30. So this what can actually use for a night expedition, because yeah, 10 minutes will be just enough for that. Yeah. So actually that'll be something we use instead of throwing out. Decreases whatever ingredient you are hovering, I thought. I'm not sure. Let's test it, because if I want to replicate a dish, let's make... Oh, that's not a good thing to use. Yes, I think the ingredient order is what you make it as. Or is it just whichever one you select? Not too sure. Oh, yep, okay, so... For this, it's like, oh, I want to make another pie with wheat, sugar, and butter. But since I use the unique ingredient first... Oh, never mind! Wait, it's actually smart! Oh! Wait, they actually made it... Okay, so if you actually want to make a unique... Oh. So if you want to make a pie, it's like, oh, apples are right here. I'm going to start with that. It was actually golden apple. or rather, I don't know what the best example would be, but let's put it in an order. Didn't matter. Want to make a different pie? You just decrease it away and then swap it for a wild berry. There's not a wild berry pie. Wait, what pie is there? We just made it and I'm confused. Yeah. A different type, right? One second. A pumpkin pie, yeah. If you just want to swap it for a pumpkin, you can do that. So, okay, I want to make pumpkin pie. Let's say you haven't made it before. You just go there. Apple pie. Decrease away the apple. Swap with a pumpkin. Boom. That's really nice. And like for that, the only knowledge you would have to know is you made the apple pie previously or another pie. You know what that ingredient is. It's like, oh, well, assuming it has the same base, you can just swap it out. And you know what? You couldn't do that in Breath of the Wild, but I guess that makes this list more efficient because for a lot of these things, it's only one different ingredient. For some of them, it's different. But like risotto, for an example, it's like if you made a cheesy risotto first, cheese, rice, butter, salt. I'm like, I want to make another risotto, but we only made the cheesy. So go to the cheese. I would select recipe. Where's the cheese? Where's the cheese? We passed it. Yep. Recipe. Cheesy risotto, which doesn't... It's hard for the ones where we made a bunch, but... Cheesy risotto? Okay, but I'm going to eliminate the cheese, and then... Why would we put a fish in it? I don't know. So if you do that, you might mess it up, but... Well, actually, no. I think it'll still work. Because it just takes the more important one, right? So if I put a mushroom in there, we'll just override. Oh, okay. So that's assuming you made just the base stuff, though. Because when you overcomplicate it, it'll just make like something random and stupid that we sell. Okay. So it works for like a lot of base things, but you know, for some things it's a bit different. Like you're switching from a savory to a sweet pie. Like the base is slightly different. Savories use salt, sweets use sugar. I don't know, but you know, there is situational uses, which is why I only used it a few times, but it's like, it's cool. Okay, and the next is cakes. So let's do that because we have spots. And for cakes, we have, where's our cakes? Ooh. Okay, fruit cake, cheesecake, carrot, nut cake. Which cheesecake we actually... There was someone that gives you cheesecake. I think you need to do the Hitano quest first, but there's like a traveler who just always gives you cheesecake. At least for me. It's like the one that hangs by the geoglyphs. But yeah, all cakes are just wheat and sugar based. So... Wheat, sugar, which we have a good about. I think we did one of them. Wheat, sugar... The nut cake requires butter and then any of the two nuts. There is not really a difference. No. It's just going to be restorative. But I like this one. Yeah. It's a very satisfying one. It's got nuts fossiled inside and then on top. Forest nuts give the cake a pleasant texture and simple, understated sweetness. Nut cake. I guess in this case, that's when the order matters, because if I want to make another cake, let's say, I think fruitcake is the only other one, but fruitcake only needs the wheat and sugar, so I'm just going to go boop, boop. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, wait, no, you can... Oh, you can deselect the specific ones. Oh, it's whatever one you're... Okay. So it's not just like when you make it and for the recipe. Want to get rid of the wheat, I just hover over the wheat and deselect it. Okay. Hey, it's like if you're trying to perfect the cooking, it's like you'll eventually learn stuff like that. Okay. So it's very intuitive. You just have to kind of figure it out first. Doesn't need to be explained because Master Chef will figure out eventually. So there we go. That is cool. But enough of that. Butter, bye-bye. So I'm just so like amazed by that. How well they thought the mechanic out. Just for little things. There's so many quality of life hidden features. But for a fruitcake, you need any fruit and then an apple or berry specifically. So, yeah. Either apple, or berry. And I think any other fruit. I think it could be 2 apples. Or will this make an apple pie? Look at my end. No, an apple pie would have butter. So one of the fruits just has to be an apple or berry. The other one just has to be any fruit, but this is one of those where the tomatoes doesn't count, I believe. Yeah, that's like one of the few things where it's like fruits, but not for this. It has to be like a sweet fruit. First, I'm going to try it with 2 apples. Will it work with 2 apples? Yeah, okay. Just one of them has to be an apple or a berry for some reason. One of the 2. It makes ample use of fruits found all over Hyrule. Here, let's do that. Select that. Apple, tomato. Yep, simmered fruit. Okay, so that is one of those examples. We're pretty good though. So I like kind of fooling with this. Simmered fruit, copious. Oh, peppered foods, yeah. Ooh, so a lot of these initial ones we actually didn't get. Oh man, okay. What are we missing there? 6, so peppered foods are just anything that's peppered. Let's do that. Pepper. There's a whole category I didn't do. So we got the seafood one, we need steak, and then sauteed peppers? Did we not do that? Or maybe that's somewhere else. Okay, sauteed pepper was somewhere else. I think we actually cooked that on like day 1 or something. So yeah, we definitely did because you need it for the cold area, and I saw some peppers and yeah, just pepper and meat. There's gonna be a few one-offs here. We got like everything later but this stuff. So pepper, meat. Just so I make a selling one. There we go. Very good. Pepper steak, pepper seafood. And then salt grilled foods. Okay. This is quite literally salts. Do they have plants with them? Well, I guess we'll see. What's our salt grilled foods? I forgot what the base was. Salt grill. Oh. Yes. Okay. There is actually quite a few of them. So it's just salt with something else. That's salt grilled. But we got salt grilled. All of the meat grades, which can be either meat or the poultry one. Crab, fish, mushrooms, greens. So we have the basic meat one, we have the fish one, and we have the crab. So we need the 2 upper varieties, mushrooms and greens. Which greens is just a plant. So these will be easy. We'll just knock them out, sell them. Might throw in some extra stuff just so we milk up the sell value. Because the more ingredients you have, the more the sell value multiplier increases. There we go. So prime meat. Select for recipe. Oop, right. That wasn't the best way to do it. Not for cases like that. We'll do those 3. Oh, hello. Salt grilled prime meat. Yep. Was that one I was trying to keep? No, I'm not trying to keep any of those. It's favorite. Okay, 3 easy ones to sell. Where are the other easy ones? Should we keep fruit cake or do we keep the other fruit one? I shouldn't be so picky. Some just we have for the effect and whatnot, so it's like I have to make some executive decisions here. Fancy as to the fancy, or just good effect. Screw it. We have tons of stamina. I'm okay without some. Making sacrifices. Cheesy bread. You can't pass in the cheesy bread, you know. That one's nice. It's getting so hard. There's some really good ones coming up, so it's like, oh boy. Hold. Boop, 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 boop. Let's do these next 3 and sell all 3 of them. There we go. Salt grilled gourmet meat. And then, yeah, salt and plant, salt and mushroom. Quickly. There we go. Milk out Cell Valley because we don't need 200. Salt grilled greens and not like that's gonna be anything too fancy. Actually, I have more of those. Just really sell for a bit because we do need money just for armor upgrades and whatnot. 3,000. We started today in like the 1,000 something, maybe upper 1,000s, but I mean some of those go for a lot. I feel like we almost doubled, if not doubled already. Also, wait, I thought it said we didn't have enough slots. Did we actually just sell 6 things? I don't know. I'm just kind of going right now. Mentally. Mentally, I am zoom to get what I need. You know, screw it. We can sell some other stuff over here. I procrastinated this for long enough, but I have some duplicates from amiibos because you get all the depth stuff from amiibos now. Let's just make money. Specifically green tunics. Anything that's doubled, which will be the stuff down here. One second. I like seeing everything. Take a look. Here we are. Tunic of the Wild. See, that can't be double. Tunic of the Hero. Trousers. Cap of Time. Yep, there's a duplicate. Huh. A level 2 one's only 150 more rupees than a non-upgraded one. It costs literally 2 star fragments to get that up to level 2. Oh well. Tunic. Make sure I don't sell one that I actually don't have a double of. Windmaker tunics. Yep, just the basic one. Makes it a lot cleaner too. Trousers of the Wind. Okay, those 3 separate ones we had duplicates for. Trousers of the Sky. Good money too. Yay, amiibo drops. I think we also got a Divine Beast helmet too. I just skimmed past that. So I was trying to think of what else could be duplicates. Yep. You. Yeah, it's level 3. Just, yeah, the basing itself just sells for 600. We don't need 2 metal helms. Well, there we go. We do armor upgrades soon. You know, it's not a bad idea. We'll have it. Okay. Yeah, I think the only thing we're missing... I don't actually have the jewelry. I'm trying to get all their armor, so maybe I should do that. Because we're here. You know, might as well. Little break in between, because we just cooked a lot of stuff. 205 out of 228. So we have 23 more. And there's one big category we didn't even touch yet. It's very new. That's why I wanted to save them. Okay, this is all stupidly expensive. Do you get a free one anywhere in the game? Is this the only place to get them? Man, it's so much. Okay, we're gonna buy that one at least so we can upgrade them eventually. You know, we'll do earrings and then we'll come back for all this. That'll be like our last thing we upgrade. I don't even want to purchase them. We will eventually. It's okay. It's the only place? Okay. You know, like Breath of the Wild, there was a diamond circlet in, like, underneath the labyrinth. And you can get the free ones just by... Well, the first one you got was free in Breath of the Wild. Because you have to turn, like, the flints or whatever. Okay. But yeah, it's cool if it's attack up. Now, it could be cool for looks, because sometimes you just want a little attack up to go with something. Which is why I like why they changed the green tunics. So... Man, they're so cool, though. But that's... I don't even have money for all of them, do I? No, I don't. Star fragments? Okay. Luckily, good farming method for them, but... You need like 100 star fragments to get everything, don't you? Like, that's just absurd. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do, though? Speaking of getting stuff, because maybe for selling, let's take a little break to do amiibos. So, we still have 23 foods left, but honestly, it is fun to do other stuff. So, try to get some amiibos, maybe a new glider skin. Just the ones that I have on my PC. There's like a couple of them. So start with Wolf Link, because obviously you have amazing luck with this. Spawn in our dog companion, who got butchered. Oh, a chest! Okay, usually just the meat, but if it's a chest, I think that means it's the glider fabric. This must be. Mirror of Twilight! Tough fabric bearing of Mirror of Twilight. Could be used to make a paraglider. And that's cool because I have the full Twilight Princess look. That's like one of 2 full aesthetics we have to at least to level 2. Or rather, yeah, we have Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, and Twilight Princess. We gotta go back to Nintendo for that. And also maybe some milk too, because we need that, so. That's called an excuse. Okay, good, we at least got one. Our goal is at least 1 new skin a day. We'll still do a couple more. Wind Waker Zelda, because she is awesome. That was a very cool fabric. Okay. I know some of the amiibos give you fish, which is good. No, thank you. Unless... I love all these. Yeah, I love all these minded eye shields too much. That's damaged. Also, no modifier, yucky. Okay, next we'll do the OG Link amiibo. Twilight, or Smash Bros, which is technically Twilight Princess. Just to match me. Another way to get this armor. Fruits. Yeah, my first amiibo. No. Other Twilight Princess one. We'll do the anniversary one. Pose him with this stuff. Twilight Princess luck was pretty good earlier. Shame is that there's 3 amiibos from Twilight Princess. That's pretty good. The Midna Wolflink one, and then these 2 guys. Let's see, who else had 3? Skyward Sword has 2. It has Zelda with Loftwing, and then Link. Wind Waker has 3, because you have Toon Link from Smash Bros, then Anniversary Toon Link and Toon Zelda. Yeah, so Wind Waker has 3 amiibos. Twilight Princess has 3, if you're counting like the Smash Bros ones. Young Link from Smash Bros, that's more of a Ocarina of Time one. So Ocarina of Time has 2. Majora's Mask has 1. Okay. So Majora's Mask has the least representation. Yeah, because it's just the Link from that game. Twilight has 2 Links. Yeah, Breath of the Wild has the most, obviously, because that is 4 champions. Bokoblin, Guardian. Wait, 5, 6. Bokoblin, Guardian, Archer Link, Rider Link, Zelda. So Breath of the Wild has 9 amiibos. That's the most, obviously. The Tears of the Kingdom has 1 with 2 more on the way. At least for now. Oh yeah, Twilight Princess. Oh, and Ganondorf too. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. So Link, Wolf Link, Ganondorf, Zelda. So Twilight Princess has 5 reps. Okay. Very good. Okay. Speaking of Zelda, Breath of the Wild Zelda. Oh, see, no saves coming. I don't like doing that because this is tedious. Also, 3 pumpkins. That's the most I ever got from Zelda. Sorry, I like the pumpkins. But yeah, I don't like saves coming. Because we'll just wait the next time. Not like anything's urgent. It'll feel cool when we do get it. But okay, last amiibo for now is our 8-bit one. Because I like 8-bit. Bonk. Fire! Oh, I got all of them. I lied. Wait, shielded up? I don't want to burn it. Crap. So half are unopened. I can't. Pixel fabric! Oh! I had a feeling it was going to be an 8-bit one, but actually seeing it, that's cool. The first and last one we got both worked out. It's not doing durability. I have to hit an object. Trying to heal this last point. Go for it, spear. Yay. Okay, well, Hateno for Milk and Glider Switch. Let's do the Twilight one because we just got that. Hey, that can be fun. So let's go. Twilight Princess really represented, right? Well, it's because logistical reason was Amiibos came out in like 2015-ish. It was originally just for Smash Bros. For Wii U, or Smash 4, it was called. And all the Amiibos were based off that game. And for Zelda, all the Smash 4 characters were based off the Brawl characters. And for Smash Bros. Brawl, all the Zelda characters were the Twilight Princess versions. So took Twilight Princess Link, Twilight Princess Zelda, Twilight Princess Ganondorf. Smash 4 kept that same thing. So like obviously when they made the Amiibos for it, they're all technically Twilight Princess reps. Because yeah, they didn't switch over to Skyward Sword style for Smash 4, even though that was before. Which made sense because there was no Ganon thing in that game. So yeah, I get it. But then for the new one, they're like, okay, let's actually change it up to be more representative. So Link got his updated Breath of the Wild look. Ganondorf went more classic to like Ocarina of Time, I believe. And then Zelda went like the old like 2D styles, like Link Between Worlds, and I think it's just like a general 2D style in general, like what she would look like in the concept art. Oh, and then there's Sheik. I forgot what Sheik's. I think just still Ocarina of Time because only game. But yeah, Sheik would be an Ocarina of Time rep too. So it'd be 3 then. Rework glider. I like the egg one though. So many cool ones. Wait, I gotta see the 8-bit one. Yeah. Oh my god, it's like it's the 8-bit of me always slanted. We'll use that with the old-fashioned stuff once we get the full look, because we're still missing a bit, I think. Either that or don't have it upgraded. That's cool for Wind Waker, but we'll go Twilight. Wish we had more Sheik outfit, not just a mask. I know. But, oh well. Fierce Deity really got lucked out with having a whole unique outfit. That's fine. They probably didn't want to make something too similar to Shiko. Ooh. That is so awesome. We don't have the Sword of 6 Sages. Do you just get that again in the depths? Because that'll complete the Twilight Princess look. Even though it's technically Ganondorf's sword. But yeah, that's nice. Maybe next stream we can do more depths exploration and look cool with that. Let me check out more of this area, get these final 3 X's. And that'll be a big chunk done. Yeah. The fabric glows in the dark. Oh, we're definitely doing it in the depths then. Holy crap. I was like, it definitely radiates a little bit, but okay. So this one goes off. Yeah, maybe do some depth stuff next stream. That'll be next Wednesday. Yeah, because we're live every Wednesday night, as I'm sure most know, but I like making that clear. All your favorite fabrics glow in the dark, that's so cool. I know it's like matte ones, shiny ones, but that is cool. Love how you can take photos to get some of the fabrics. Yeah, those are cool. I think we got all those now, but it's cool that you can do that. And then ones that you get for like mini games and stuff. Okay, tomato, carrot, rice. That's fine. Okay, well, we're still cooking. Keep on cooking. Yeah, still doing good on money. I'd like to upgrade some stuff too. But cooking. We're back to where we started. Quite a couple more. But we did it during like the night and the rain. Blood Moon didn't go back. We still have our famous shield though. We just kept it on this whole time. Cooking charm. If I were to use up one thing, it'll be this, so. It's cool, but I just like the bouncy. There is monster extract. We'll make some monster food soon, but first I want to tackle those early ones. There was a few of them. Let's start at the beginning and just keep going right. I think that's the best way to do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, already a category missing. What is that? Wait a second. That is a very... I'm looking at my own personal guide really quick. The one that has the order 6. It's the copious stuff. I almost forgot. There is going to be copious skewers for both meat and fish. So just 4 different types of meat and 4 different types of fish. So for me, it basically means you do 1 full set and 1 the other. So all that's fine. If you just want a good sell value one, just... Yep, that is at least 4 different types, just 1 repeat. Ooh, hi, ball. Copious meat skewer. Just stuff a bunch of meat onto a skewer and you're good to go. Awesome. And then fish, there's even more variety, so... I don't care, just for some sell value, just do what's abundant. Copious seafood, okay. That works. 7 and 8. There's 2 before that one, which is some stuff I'm surprised I didn't get. Yeah, pulling my personal log won't be helpful because I'm just trying to go the order really quick. There's a lot of one-offs. Actually, no. The steamed foods. I'm not going to pull up a thing for it, but steamed foods is a category where it's just an ingredient and some sort of plant. Because, as you can see, it's just something resting on a plant, steamed in it. And there's 3 of them that we're missing. So to go after that, steamed meat. With a lot of steamed meats, there is also counterparts for the fish. So let's do that. I'm just doing a bunch of extra and just any sort of plant. So I don't know. Silent Princess. What did we do wrong? Maybe too many? Or unless Silent Princess is special? Oh, I guess having too many fish. Huh. Sometimes things override each other, so it's really weird, but it's for just very base specific things anyways, so. The next would be, well, let's do a plant. I don't mind using these. Just steamed fruit. Quite simply, yeah, things we didn't make somehow. And then a new one, actually, if we just do, like that, and, well, tomato. There is one for that. A lot of base stuff for tomatoes. Sneaky steamed tomatoes. Sneak those veggie fruits in, whatever you call them. Okay, that makes us full. Steamed tomatoes, okay. So we got all the steamed foods. Fried wild greens. So we're looking for number 17. Oh, the copious one, right. We just didn't do a lot of the copious because it's like, that's something you really don't naturally make because you don't want to be mixing different foods for, obviously, canceling the effect. But for a case like this, yeah, you do need 4 different ones. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Which one's a really stupid one? We'll just eat that. So 4 different plants. Sufflinos, because they're kind of cheap. I don't know. Yeah. Copious wildfire greens. Okay. There we go. And that brings us to 211 out of 228. We are almost done. Woohoo. Oh, we popped the glider. So nice. We're going to sell this stuff off. The return of Chef Crow. Yes, we are cooking up quite a bit. We already made like 100 things. Good bit was roasted stuff, but it's awesome. I don't know if there's a reward for doing everything, but probably not. I'm just excited to do it. There we go. All for selling, all these 6. Even include a lot of stuff to milk up the sell value, but still not a lot in this case. Yeah, they did change how cooking ingredients affects the sell value. Because there's a lot of hidden formula stuff in Breath of the Wild with like, well, it was all the ingredients together plus a multiplier depending on how many you had. And then there was a bit of rounding. But for this, even the guide's pretty clear. It's how sell value is, it's the base ingredients of everything, like the sell values of each individual thing. For one ingredient, it'll be 20% more. 2 ingredients, 30% more. 3 ingredients, 40%. 4 ingredients, 60% more. 5 ingredients, 80% more. So that's how it maths it. So in terms of this, if we're to sell all these ingredients inside this dish separate, it would sell for less than obviously them cooked together. So I'm not exactly sure what made it up, but I guess for an example, if I sold, okay, acorns, it sells by 2 by itself, but 5 of them sell for 10. But the thing is, if you cook them up in a batch of 5, well, 5 is the 80% buff, so let's see, 80% on top of 10 rupees would be 18. So selling 5 acorns by themselves would be 10 rupees. But if you cook 5 acorns together and then sell it, it should be 18 because it's 80% more. So sorry, it's a little different, and I'm just reading it from the book here, which it's like, again, I can't really show you. See that table that I'm kind of, yeah, that's where I'm getting it from. Like, well, I'm sure the guide is a PDF somewhere, but yeah, this info is going to be on like Zelda Wiki and stuff, because like these stats were not public in Breath of the Wild. Like there's just so much stats now where it's just like, oh, well, they kind of did the job for us. So yeah. Okay. Do I have fried bananas yet? I got those from someone. I'm not sure who, but we sold them because they didn't have a good buff attached. But yes, we did see the fried bananas, and we do love the fried bananas. Sorry, I like the intricacies too, so I'm kind of geeking. Also, did we forget? Oh, we didn't make cake. Wait, I thought we did. I thought we made carrot cake. I could have sworn that's something that we saw in this playthrough, but I guess not. Let's make carrot cake. Because pumpkin, it'll be 132. Is that carrot cake? Oh no, there are miscellaneous. Okay, I see what's going on. There's a couple miscellaneous desserts. Fruit cake. Yeah, it is an egg tart, which is very unique. I put it in the miscellaneous category. So, egg tart. Yep. Egg, wheat, sugar, butter. And it is unique, so. Egg, wheat, sugar, butter. You're not going to be nice to me, are you? That's fine. Butter, egg, wheat, sugar. There we go. No, this simple dessert is done baking when it smells just delightful. Yeah. It's simple, but it's got that golden brown on it. There we go. Egg tart. 2, 31, 30, 29, 28. It's carrot cake, isn't it? It is carrot cake. So, if we want to go to the base of that, let's see, what do we do? Easiest way to do this, fruit cake, but we'll remove the fruit. Or rather, nut cake, but we'll remove the nuts. So let's go to tree nut. Select for recipe, nut cake, but we're going to remove the nuts and replace it with a carrot. Preferably endurance. There we go, enduring carrot cake. Even though those who don't like carrots tend to enjoy the mild sweetness of this cake. I love carrot cake, but I haven't had it in forever. That's pretty good because it's more like a, I don't know, there's like a certain savoriness to it, you know? Especially when it's got like the nuts in there and just, it's good. Isn't it like cream cheese frosting? I think so. It's been a couple years, but when made right, it is delicious. Carrot cake. That's everything. It's just stuff at the end now and the stuff at the beginning. Yep. Okay. We have 15 more foods. We are getting very close. Did I? Oh, never mind. Okay, it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19. Okay, we're missing a big category. Did we get everything else in between there? Okay. Everything's good besides 2 little holes. Or a little one and a big one. So, did I just miss a salt grilled thing? Salt grilled crab. 34, 35. Oh, this one is a saute, actually. There's 2 sautés in the game. I don't know why it's its own category, but they follow the same rules, so we count it. So, I guess sauteed peppers can be under there, but there's also peppered foods. I feel like sauteed peppers should be under sauteed foods, because peppered foods, like, you're peppering it. Sauteed peppers is different. But also, it's weird, because sauteed, for these things, it has spice with it. And that doesn't have spice. So, I don't know, it's a bit of a weird distinction. But I set it up like that, because they're kind of miscellaneous, but whatever. Mushroom saute, so herb saute is just any plant and a Goron spice. I don't know, we'll just make a very basic one. Or second, oh my god, almost out of Goron spice. Okay, looks nice, chunky. Oops, let's see what is missing though. Okay. Buttered stam bulb, meat and seafood fry. So what's after 19? Oh, okay. So one is, it's the copious mushroom skewers after, actually. I'm not sure why they're after that, but we didn't make copious mushroom skewers. So we're just gonna make a very just boop, 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 boop. I don't know. Okay. Because the next one, I totally forgot about this category, but it involves more spice. Yeah, spice is always going to be the hardest to get because it's only this one shop to buy it in, plus there is a traveler somewhere. I don't think this game has any extra spice merchants, so. Yeah, we need a few more. Love carrot cake. Also, fun fact, German chocolate cake doesn't come from Germany. The guy who invented it just had German as his last name. Really? That's very specific. Just like, oh, I'm gonna name this cake after me. Are you sure it's not gonna confuse people? Your last name's literally a country. Ah, we'll figure it out. Give some rep to him for no reason. Okay. That is kind of funny though. I had no idea. Interesting fact. Okay. Goron Spice Shop is here. Wait, no, I think we have. Wait, no, it is there. Here, right? Yeah, it's only in batches of 3, which is 3 gonna be enough? No idea. Let's buy that because we're. Oops. Oh, the same case for hamburgers. Wait, were hamburgers made in Hamburg, Germany, or Hamburger? They're named after a city in Germany, not ham. Oh, so is that one actually true then? Also, indestructible pot for no reason. Like jump on it. It's like a really stupid way to break them. Parry him? I don't know. Toss. Yeah, if it's enough force, but I like how they're more resilient. You're welcome to thank you TikTok fun fact side. Nice. Always the funny little bits of info. I think the pots here are metal. I'll explain a bit. Yeah, but any sort of dip. Never mind. You know, we'll get it. It's a villain. Oh, nice! You blocked it! Don't break my shield. Oh, or you can tell him stuff. Zonai spirit. Oh yeah, because I guess it's like if you talk to people, like when you're trying to find the sage, like you want to know. I don't think we talked to him specifically, but it's cool that you can like update him with stuff you did later in the game.
Oh.
But he's on the same page we are.
Yep.
Keep up the patrols even more. I don't think that'll actually change anything in the town, but just, I don't know, it's cool that it does that, you know? It's like, oh. A little dialogue to make you feel cool. Yay. I guess you can sell stuff anywhere because there's all the gem merchants around. But basically why I needed that spice, which is something I'll do in a moment. Buy for me. Is for one little category that I didn't do. Sorry, herb saute. Sorry, sapphires. Still trying to max out the jewelry, so. But the category is, I believe I'll have just enough spice. Okay. It is, well, they're spiced meat skewers, so they're actually seasoned and spiced. I believe it's just for the meat grades, so I have it on my thing. So spiced. Yep. It's under the skewers, so it's just a meat grade and spice. And just 3 different types, so raw meat. There we go. It's has an extra seasoning. It's enough to color it. Covers up the sense of meat, allowing its flavor to shine. We'll just do a big one, so it's good for selling. Prime mice, prime spiced. Yeah. And then that. Gourmet spiced. Rich aroma and juicy texture of this high quality meat puts it in a league of its own. Love just, yeah, the bigger the meat you use, the more skewers it creates. So 3. Okay, well that was a category. 1, 2, 3, 3. What's that other one then? 21, 2, 2, 3. Oh, one of these really out of place ones. So, wait, I want to see if it's on here. So, crab stir fry. It's a miscellaneous because there isn't any other stir fries. It's just crab and spice. Crab and spice. That is it. So spice and a crab. That's enough for stir fry. It's not a category or anything. It's just that. Okay. Well, it's a lot. We're at 219 out of 228. 9 more. Okay. I can't remember everything off the top of my head, but I can say one thing, and that is that we do need at least 1 more spice. So in order to do that, I don't know where the traveler is, and that's going to be a while. Shops will restock at midnight, and this is what we did in the cooking run for Breath of the Wild. So we will set it to nighttime, so it'll be 9 p.m., which means 3 minutes away from a restock. But the thing is, we just can't be in the area when midnight hits, I believe. So let's go somewhere else. Half off. It's still expensive. I don't know about you. But yeah. Bit of high up cooking at nighttime. Let's do that. Almost done. This has been awesome. So yeah, thank you to everyone who's been, you know, just a part of this. We'll do this and kind of whatever else, and yeah. Totally different vibe. But next stream, probably a lot more depth stuff because we got that cool Twilight Princess armor with the Mirror of Twilight fabric. And there's like 3 more of those X's in the depths in the bottom right area. So we'll get all of that armor stuff, and well, that'll be cool. Okay. I like there's a cooking pot here. That's fine. We'll use our own cooking stuff. Also, just for fun, there was that portable kitchen. I don't think we need it, but it is a funny Yiga thing, and we could experiment with that. I know the cooking pots would work on. Yeah, instant kitchen. That's a lot of zonite. Wait, you can't technically make your own house with a bunch of cooking pots. Nothing's stopping you. Oh, Starframe, which is fun. Sadly, it's slower to do it that way than get the falling ones. Just how it'd be. But oh, I totally remembered that I had a. Yep, I did not plan that one. Not at all. Oh mine. Oh, screw that. I guess that's just going bye-bye. Same with you. Let's make one more currently, and then we'll just go to the stable because I totally messed up. 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 32, 33, 35, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think that's everything. I think it might be elixirs actually. Let me check. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know what we need. Okay. 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 7. So obviously there's 2 monster foods. So monster foods, yeah, usually abide by the same category rules, but there's a couple things different. So we got stew, soup, and curry. But, well, obviously there's still the monster cake, and there's still the monster rice balls. So monster cake, and I will actually show that. Yep, right there. So cake, wheat, sugar, butter extract. Okay. We can do this one. Wheat, sugar, butter, extract, which we got a bunch from killing Evermeans, and some from Kilton himself for doing quest stuff. Monster cake. This was for a quest in Breath of the Wild. Once you have a taste of this cake, you'll never forget its sweetness. Is that a threat? Ooh, the glow. Oh, that's so cool. Seeing in person, this is gonna be awesome for depth stuff. Next stream. Heals a quarter of a heart, yeah. Anything with the monster extract will heal it for a random value. So it can add a lot or remove a lot of effect. Sometimes it can literally just turn an addition to a quarter heart. So why am I going there? You know, screw it. Let's do a couple fairy upgrades first. There's a couple things I want to see done. Then we'll sell, then we'll cook everything else. Because I guess killing a minute's fine because we still need to wait for the spices to restock. But we are very close. After this, we'll go straight for it. More Skyward Sword stuff. I'm just gonna quickly get the earrings up to level 2 at least. Yeah, Glow in the Dark is awesome. We'll have to get the rest of them. We got all. I can't say we got all the base game ones. I know that there's some like late completion stuff that we have to do. Well, we definitely got most of them, especially from like mini games in the matter. What else? Amiibos we have. I think we're at least half now. Because almost every stream we do a batch of amiibos, and we usually get at least 1 skin per stream. The Stalnox fabric changes in the dark. I don't think I used that one, did I? Okay, that's cool. Yeah. I'll say I'm doing the jewelry, but that's more for 100%. It does suck because the jewelry does not keep Link's new hair. Like I would think like, oh, jewelry in this game, you know. Obviously, it doesn't change the hair in Breath of the Wild because it's like, you know, just adding earrings or a circlet. But it literally turns your hairstyle into the Breath of the Wild look. Like, it's not like the earrings with like Link's new hairstyle. It is literally just how it looked like in Breath of the Wild. So he has his hair up with the earrings, which kind of defeats the purpose because it could have been, you know, like unique. But it's not, which is kind of sad. So yeah. Because I would have loved to use like the jewelry with Link's new hairstyle because it would have been such a great fit, but it's just not a thing. But it'd be like that. I wish he would have considered, but I guess it was kind of a shortcut too because it's like didn't have to redo the hair model for it, I guess. Oh well. So yeah, 500 rupees, crap. I'm still maxing them out. We're doing them all. An option to keep the hair down with every headpiece would have been great. Yeah. I mean, some are obviously fixed. So like the Gerudo headpiece, it's like the hair is going to be up because that's the style. But like for the stuff where it doesn't matter, just earrings or a headband, you know? It should be the new style. Because it's like, it's a new game. Also, yeah, we could do that. You know what? Cap of the Wild. Trousers. Yeah, we can get our... Wait, we have this green tunic to level 2. The hero one we're still working on. So, Awakening, Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. We have both those at least for the set bonus, which is all attack up. Yeah, we have the parts for this now. Oh, we got our bee honey using the rest of it. Well, good thing we made all the honeyed foods. Okay, hands away. There we go. Should use just like pretty much everything but one. Which, at least we know all the locations of good beehives. Because I've been pinning them because I like bees. And that's the only reason. There we go. Yeah, the long hair does really suit Link. Riding around and seeing it flow in the wind. Yeah, like I like that and like any outfit that's flowy, which is why I really like the Frostbite set now. Because like, you know, it's just very flowy, Link's hair. It's all cool. You wouldn't be able to see the headpiece if the hair was down? Well, it's fine. It'll be partially cut. Well, let's test that. It would still kind of be there. But it's cool if something's like, even if that part changed, like the front of the hair changed, it'll be cool. But for earring, like, yeah, it would be covered a bit, but you can still see Link's other earrings. He has them on top of his normal ones too. It's kind of funny. Does he have 2 piercings or is he putting them on it? I can't tell. Wait, that is a good point. Is he using his current... Is he using his current hoops to put on the new earrings or what? I can't tell. No, he's not, but... Okay. Unless those ones are different. I can't tell. It's too small. I have to, like, zoom in. But yeah, I wish it, like, had, like... Yeah. Because they can always change the fronts if need be, you know? Oh, well. Attack up. Okay. They're all attack up. I kind of figured they would be, but if one was going to be special, it was going to be the wild set. Well, that's fine. The only thing that makes this different is it's actually tankier than the other ones, because, well, it's like the signature Breath of the Wild one. But no, I like that. I still dig it. I don't have the full one yet. Trousers, Tunic of the Hero, Trousers. Yeah. We'll go Twilight because we have... Oop, that's Wind Waker. So just the Skyward Sword one and then the Classic, which I'm sure we'll get all that from the last 3 chests in the bottom right area of the depths. Yeah. So middle and top of Skyward Sword one and then top of the Hero one. Considering that we have 3 X's, I'm sure I know where to find them. So yeah, there's nothing else I can think that would be there. Okay. Well, we killed enough time. It is a minute away from the restock that we need. But I can still sell stuff in the meantime. We are very close, by the way, so. Yeah, on top of just doing all this cooking stuff, we also got some upgrades done, and just miscellaneous stuff, so. I would say all very worth. Tomatoes. In honor of all the cooks. Tasty. There we go. Let's fill this out. After we get more tomatoes and the mushroom, because it's in the way. Free harvesting. Hi, chickens. Chickens. Eggs. Egg. No eggs, okay. I don't want to hit him more than 3 times, and I don't know if we got 2 in that spin attack. Soup ladle. You know, just put at the end of a weapon, just now for the sillies. Yeah! Double cooking. Woohoo! Yeah, it's back to back. Inverted. But okay, let's make well, the rice balls, which usually a rice ball in this game, I think it's just rice and something else. But the monster rice balls have salt. So monster, rice, and then salt. Damn it. Just don't go anywhere, food. Beetle, get back. It's too late. Beetle's your name. Selling is your game. No lizard. I need those beetles for upgrades. Look what I've got. Monster cake's cool, but I need room for other stuff. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Make the final monster food. Oh. Rice and salt. Rice, salt, okay. And this should be monster rice balls. Their unique aroma is not for everyone. Well, that is really cool. But there's a very unique thing about this, and because there's all the monster foods we know. There's the 5 different types, as we can see. 38, 39. But quite a few things before the end. It's like, usually the monster would be saved for the end, but, well, we take a monster thing, select recipe. Monster rice balls, but let's not make a monster. Let's make it, dark. And wording dark rice balls. There is dark counterparts for all monster stuff. Just how monster goes hand in hand with enemies and gloom and darkness. Yeah, for every monster dish, there is a corresponding dark dish made with dark clumps. And it's literally got the goo in the middle. A bold rice ball made with dark clump and Hylian rice. Its flavor is unforgettable. So yeah, that is interesting. You could milk out that effect probably too. But yeah, this applies for everything. So for that cake, I'll just hold it. Oops. Select for recipe, monster cake, but we're going to swap the extract for a dark clump. Warding dark cake. It's literally a roll cake too. It takes on its own shape. What happened to the whole cake? An unusual dark clump cake with a unique flavor that may be impossible to fully describe. But yeah, they do look amazing. Wow. I need spots to keep some of them. No, the other monster stuff I didn't cook. I got it from some underground chef. That sounds odd to describe. It was like somewhere around here, actually. There was someone who just cooks up monster foods and they give them to you. I forgot exactly what it was, but it was kind of funny. Remember that part. But yeah, for that stuff, there was a couple more, which I actually have it on my sheet. So, yep. Dark curry, rice balls, cake, soup, and stew. So for our rice balls and cake are done. The soup is milk, wheat, butter, clump. Milk, wheat, and butter and clump. There we go. That's like a vortex into the depths world. A gooey soup built on stewed dark clump. One can get lost in its swirls and flavors. That's so unique. Well, sadly, we're out of spots. What are we doing for things? 4 more. And 2 of them are these. Oh, I know what we're missing. Oh, no, I don't. So yeah, that's all super, super cool. I'm gonna sell the rice balls because it's less duration. Yeah, really just fully stocking up. Yeah, literally is a portal. It's so cool. Look what I've got. Just because it's lesser. Rice balls, I will get rid of those. Sorry. Yeah, it literally had a quarter heart effect. Not super good. Egg tarts, you are pretty tasty. Why am I getting rid of the egg tart? It's one of my favorite looking ones. Cheese curry is unique, and we're We're gonna be eating these anyways at some point, so... Oh, we do have the bananas. Did we have a second one? Huh. Well, there's banana. Let me re-look through this stuff. Okay, I don't need heat resistant. Could be good against a Gleeok fight, though. There's gonna be that specific instance where I'm gonna be mad if I don't have it. That's pretty nice. I don't like you. Okay. Well, next we have, and they're all unique. So soup, rice ball, cake, stew, seafood plus meats plus clump. I think it's just like this one. Yep. It can be anything, even if I'm just extending for sell value here. Or I could do one that's actually good for my personal effect. Bass. Yeah, for this, 3 clumps. I can use the clumps for anything else. Oh, wow. Warding dark stew. I like this one even better. It's less vortexy, but just witch cauldron of goop. A daring dish of dark clumps stewed in with meat and fish. What a surprise. There we go. Now there's only one left, but that is one that will be in well, requires the curry, because it's going to be a dark curry. It's 12:40, so shops should restock. And yeah, only 3 more. I don't know what the last 2 are, though. It could be an elixir, but I doubt it. So, dark banana should exist. Those do exist. It's just when banana gets really old. Dark banana. Okay. Well, we shall do this. I'm very excited to see it, though. Be one of the things that's 100%ed and... Yeah. Dark curry. Who else is 100% right now? Like, almost side adventures. Not even shrines yet. Yeah, really not a lot is 100%ed. Oh, you're doing a little research. Gotta hit Hot Spring yourself. Yeah, we went to Simmered Springs. Gorkle Tunnel. I like how they carved out that tunnel. It was a shrine quest in Breath of the Wild. Where you gotta do the rock roast stuff, but then instead of a shrine cave, it's an actual cave with a hot spring. Okay. Yeah. Hope everyone's been having a fun time though. We're almost done, but it has been awesome to see all this great food. Hope I didn't set the bar too high with seeing all the good food. I'm just gonna be like, man, I want to eat that today for dinner, but I don't think I can make monster or dark curry. Makes me hungry in a good way. But there we go. That should be enough. And yeah, last 3 things, cooking in Goron City. The place of spice. They know food best, because they know how to season. But let's use your own. So I'm just gonna throw some dark clumps, and it is the curry, so yep. Just like other curries, it is, well, where are you? It would be down here. Spice and rice. Rice and spice. Mix a curry. Warding dark curry. Ooh. It's like half just bleh, and half whoa. But in all freaky way. Wait, that's actually the most gloom resistance. I just think with the combination of stuff in there, like the seasoning. Unless it's just critical, I don't know. Hard-hitting curry with a dark clump base, whose flavor is hard to hide. But yeah, 10 minutes, that's awesome. All right there. I'm covering it, but we still need 2 more. What will those last 2 be? They could just be elixirs, which will be funny ones to end on, but maybe stuff we generally missed. I don't think we missed any elixirs. I mean, I don't cook them, but I guess we only really got them in chests and a couple that I made and when they were handed to us. So it is possible that just 2 weren't handed to us. So Are we finishing all the meals on elixirs? Possibly. Escargot. Can't go too fast because it's just a big blur. Oh. We never made a chili elixir? Oh. It was literally just elixirs. Yep, and that should all be okay. In defensive one, of course. So, okay. Chili elixir and defensive one. Funny, chili elixir, those are required for a Breath of the Wild quest in the Kara Bazaar to help Burrito. Well, I guess so be it. What are the okay, so for this, heat resistance. Yeah. Butterfly, 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 butterfly. Gut. There we go. That's one I really don't need, because desert, yeah. So we're gonna sell that one, keep the rest. Keep all of our rewarding foods, because if next stream is a gloom stream, then it makes sense to, or gloom, depth stream, whatever. Also, yeah, I like the bottle a lot, but, oh well, it's like blued. Yeah, we'll keep all that stuff. And final thing, I'm literally making a tank potion as my last thing. So be it. How do you make that? Oh, the beetles. Yeah. Oh, I hope I have them. Okay, so you literally need the beetles to make them. So, wow, super interesting for the last one. Super, super interesting. Ooh, I don't know if I can do this. I'm very full. And bam, wham, a lamb. Tough elixir. That's what we're finishing on. Oh, such a tough thing to do. And there we go. Back to our log and, well, all this nice food that we cooked. Bunch of this warding stuff because it'll be awesome. Depth stuff. Ooh. Click on chicken and register 228 out of 228. So that is awesome. Quite the increase from Breath of the Wilds. I don't know the actual count of Breath of the Wilds. I only know all the normal foods and the fairy tonic, which that together is 117. But in this game, all that together is 147. So in terms of raw foods, yep, 30 more in this game, with a lot of it being with the tomato base or the cheese or the oil, 3 big new ingredients. And yeah, you just have more for the different types of roasted stuff, roasted and frozen, because more different types of material. But yeah, everything is done, the whole cooking compendium. And looks nice like that, but I like all the physical ones. We have some star players, like all the new warding stuff. Nice dropped egg on rice. Returning classics, like those. The deep fried drumstick, big chicken. Of course, more classics. Meatball, the hors d'oeuvres. Wow. Tart, all that stuff just looks scrumptious. Porgy munia. Oh my god. The cheesy meatball, just the glutton's feast, which that would be me. If that wasn't for my face, yeah, that would be my dinner, but it ain't. The spicy cheesy omelet. This is great. Melty cheesy bread. You know what though? I don't want a tough elixir as my last thing. We have to make a superfood to end on though, even though we got it all, which was awesome. We're gonna sell that elixir and make 1 power food. Just 1. Boom. Okay. Goodbye. Because you know we have to. It's not cooking without cooking the best food to exist, which is, obviously, well, where are you? We're gonna find you. 1 wheat, 1 salt, and we're gonna spruce it up to the biggest extent. What's the best? Well, we'll just take all the best. Big hearty truffle, Hearty salmon. I realize I shouldn't overdo the hearties because I don't have a lot of hearts left. You know what? No. Big hearty truffle. Do we need anything else? I have no idea. How many hearts does it give you? I have no idea. Hearty radish. Gotta go to the song. And hearty wheat bread. Just the best money that time can buy. It's money for our soul. Okay. In terms of soul food currency, it's just everything we need, you know? Hearty wheat bread is elite. And the thing is, because it has the most amount of hearty points, it will stay at the top of our inventory. So we have all this hearty stuff that we cooked. Some gloom resistance. All of our warding stuff on top of our warding wheat bread, which stays there. A lot of stamina stuff for close climbs, because I'm being antsy. Still have that for whatever, but cold resistance for the few cold areas. Some miscellaneous buffs. Maybe we'll do more attack buffs in the future, but some stuff that can pair well with good fights. Some speed, because that's fun. Maybe more elixirs in the future. Brights we'll worry about, but we have this good glider. And then tons of just tasty, yummy foods. And porgies for the minigame guy. So we'll keep that slot open. But look at that. That just looks just incredible. So, great variety. I'm covering egg. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. This was a really fun stream. And yeah, we will do the next one next Wednesday. We'll prioritize more depth stuff in the bottom right area. But we'll be glowing for it, for sure. We got our new glowy glider. So visibility won't be as bad of an issue. Yeah, we'll at least get those last 3 dots, X's. And probably just get a big chunk of this area too, because yeah, that'll be it. Maybe get our last few pristine weapons if we find that Warrior Guards Claymore, the pristine one. Which is one of the few ones we just couldn't find yet, but Blood Moon has happened since, and I think that'll be awesome. We'll just get a huge chunk done for 100%. Cause yeah, today was really just cooking, a couple armor upgrades and minor stuff, but not much else unlocked. So yeah, thank you for watching. In the meantime, I am going to be still editing my Gerudo run, but also what I've been doing this week. It's been kind of a distraction, but worthy. Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4 is awesome. I love it so much. If you like fun exploration type stuff, it just came out on Friday. Literally, it would be my game of the year if Tears didn't come out. Pikmin games are just so cool. The worlds are amazing. Tons of just caves to explore and enemies, and you control an army of fun little guys. So it's awesome. Yeah, I like my Pikmin. We have our Pikmin. Also, sorry. Okay, final surprise for the stream. We do have a new friend, and just to show him off right before we go, we will. So thank you for watching, and Seal says goodbye too. So goodbye. Seal says goodbye. So long.